This week on the Jock and Nerd Podcast, we deliver a listener-sponsored review of 1993's gangster classic, A Bronx Tale, plus all the highlights from this year's CinemaCon in Las Vegas, featuring trailer reactions for Godzilla Minus Zero, Street Fighter, Fokker-in-Law, and more, all in this edition of the Jock and Nerd Weekly for Monday, April 20th, 2026.
You know who this is, and you know why you're here. You want all the latest comic book and superhero TV and movie news, and by God, you found it. Forget everything else out there. Forget all the Scientology bullshit. This is the real deal. This is the real deal. Worship at the feet of the holy trio of geekdom, the Jock and Nerd Podcast. Play it.
Check. Check one. All right. This is for all you fans out there. Let's give it up. We shot it. We heard it. We funny. Disturb it. We shot it. We heard it. We spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, what is up, listener? Thank you for pressing play and welcome to the Jock and Nerd Podcast, where we give you comic book and superhero, TV and movie news, reviews, and whatever we choose. Jock and Nerd. My name is Imran.
My name's Anthony.
He's the Jock.
He's the nerd.
And joining us, he was a former mob boss for the 69th Street puppet mafia there. Goes by the street name Jimmy Coffee Cock, or you could call him Freddie Feltface, but we call him Rug Boy. What's up, Rugs?
Hey, what's going on?
Freddie Feltface, his face is soft on the outside, but he's a hard motherfucker on the inside.
Just watch out. We're shooting dice.
You spend any time on the stoop there?
I've been on a stoop many times.
Right. You see all sorts of shit.
I've been in all kinds of places. I've been in stoops, alleys.
Yo, stoops in New York City you can study all of society. It's fantastic.
Well, you were studying that garbage mound from your window.
Yeah, last time we went there was a pile of garbage that had its own...
Imran's version of A Bronx Tale was he just looked out the window and at garbage.
Yeah,
Garbage.
Imran sat on the windowsill and just looked outside the entire time.
I was like, I can't wait to see what happens next. Where did that desk go? The garbage pile had its own running storyline. That is the beauty of New York City. Oh, also, happy 420, everybody. Anybody partake today?
Well, the show's coming on the 22nd. So
I know, but we're recording on April 20th. And I had a day off, and let's just say it's a religious holiday for me. And
yeah, but how is that any different than any other day for you?
No, I know it's a good point.
Do you like smoke weed naked? What do you do?
I double down.
That's different.
You know what I do? I start earlier and I end later. A little bit in the morning, a little bit in between, a little bit in the afternoon.
You don't wear a funny outfit or anything?
No, that would be fun.
You have a special outfit you put on.
You got edibles, you got extracts, you got vapes, you got flour, a little bit of everything spread around on 420.
Like you should wear like a silk pajamas or something
made out of
that
hemp.
has like a giant like pot leaf on the back.
I dress like Snoop Dogg every 420.
You should get those gold rimmed sunglasses like Elvis, and just that's what you're dressing for that day.
I watched some 420 appropriate stuff. We'll talk about it later. But before all that, we got a fun movie to review. We got a lot of news from CinemaCon to kind of fly through. Let's get to it.
The Jock and Nerd Podcast.
Yay, 420. And yay, CinemaCon, the thing you guys didn't even know was happening last week. Well, it happened in Las Vegas. And for those who don't know, it's like this big convention where movie studios come to show all the shit that's coming out this year to get movie theater exhibitors, movie theater owners excited for their movies. And they also show, there's also like concession, a floor for concession things, new candy, new popcorn, crazy popcorn buckets. It sounds like a Comic-Con kind of vibe, but just for movie theaters.
No, the word con is in it. So
yes, anything that's a con is a big con. Now, despite there was tons of footage shown all the 4 days, not a lot of it leaked because I saw a lot of reports from CinemaCon, people saying they're using laser infrared technology to jam up people's phones, to jam up their videos. So if you recorded it, they would hit you with the laser and it would just be a black screen. I thought that was interesting. Yeah. because I didn't really find a lot of leaks from anything.
Yeah, I didn't see anything
Right?
really.
Yeah. And they had some new trailers, some big things debut just exclusively for the Las Vegas crowd there. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to fly through some of the studios and the panels and the highlights. And when we have something tangible that is released, we will stop to discuss. Okay. How does that sound?
Go for it.
Okay.
Nothing like Imran talking straight for.
Sorry. I'm going to try to make this quick.
All right,
this,
I'm going to get a nice
everybody
rest
in.
here. Put my
Yeah,
feet
I'm
up.
going to put my feet up. Yes, exactly.
Lame.
Strap in, you
Not
fuckers.
funny.
So we're going to start with Sony, who
I don't think I've ever heard you laugh like that before. That was kind of odd.
It's 420.
It's 120. I've, again, like I told you.
22 you fuck when this comes out.
Yes. I took a lights for. I was been high for 2 days. I'll still be high when this. That's how much I participated. Anyway, Sony CEO Tom Rothman comes out and does something fun. He scolds movie theater owners and tells them to cut down the pre-show ads, and show less trailers. He said, "quote Get off the ad crack."
See, my rant worked. See,
Yeah, right. We just had a Rug Boy rant about that. He also, another theme of this was people wanting to enforce longer theatrical windows, and then he told them lower ticket prices. Meanwhile, Sony also owns the Alamo, so they're also like, oh, also take out your phone and order popcorn during the movie. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So I thought that was interesting that it's both, and like everybody in Hollywood read that editorial last week about the Alamo. So I don't think they had, it went over well for them. Anyways, they had a scene from Spider-Man Brand New Day, and they had a hologram of Tom Holland pop up there to present. He wasn't there. A lot of other stars were. He wasn't there. So, and all these scenes you can Google and read. I'm not going to read the description. I'm just going to tell you. Scene from Spider-Man Brand New Day. They showed a clip from Zach Kreger's new Resident Evil film. Got a lot of people excited. From what I understand, this is a very simple story of a dude has to get from point A to point B, and just monsters are attacking him along the way.
Sounds like a Resident Evil film in name only.
Possibly.
That's going to make fans pretty happy. Not.
I don't think he's using any main characters, and this is just like a side mission, but it sounds like I like that idea, because when you simplify this, you can make a fucking cool thing.
Yeah, but Resident Evil fans have been waiting for an actual film that represents what it is, and every director that's done a Resident Evil has like deviated from the shit.
Story, huh?
It's just annoying.
No, they're doubling down on a lot of their PlayStation stuff, because they also are making an R-rated Bloodborne movie. I never played that, and Helldivers. So they're going to be using a lot of their PlayStation IP. The Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, I think they showed some footage, and some artwork is out, and it looks cool. And then the interesting thing is the Social Reckoning. They showed a clip, and people were really impressed by the clip. From what I heard, Jeremy Strong as Mark Zuckerberg seems to work. Yeah. So I'm excited for Social Reckoning.
All good stuff.
Yeah. And here, next one, we finally get to something tangible. Toho was there, and they unveiled a first look at Godzilla -0. Did you guys get to see this trailer?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Very short.
Geek boner.
48 seconds. Anthony, let's start with you. What'd you make of this trailer? Tell us what happens.
It's 2 years later, and Godzilla's back, or they say a new threat, but it's Godzilla. And you see him chasing some stuff, some destruction, and then he looks bigger than he was in the Godzilla -1, and it ends with a shot of him walking by the Statue of Liberty.
That's either New York City or Las Vegas. I don't know. Could be either one. It's probably New York. But, yeah, the same family.
1949, Las Vegas had the Statue of Liberty.
I don't think they had it in 49. That's a good point. So, it was a great shot, and I kind of wanted to see Godzilla just hump the Statue of Liberty. I thought that would have been
I
fun.
like how this new Godzilla's got a lot of spikes on it. It's like Rob Liefeld designed it.
Oh my God, there's like pouches.
He's got shoulder pads. He's got spikes coming out of the shoulder pads. He's got it all.
Did you think he looks bigger too? I mean,
He just needs pockets. He's a bandolier with pockets.
he's bigger than the Statue of Liberty. That tracks.
I have a theory. I have a theory that if you look at the Statue of Liberty Godzilla, he's got no shoulder pads on that one. He's got no shoulder spikes.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna say maybe he shows up in New York and New York tries to bomb him. And you know what happens when you try and bomb Godzilla with nuclear
He
radiation?
evolves some
He
more.
absorbs it and becomes bigger.
Because
So then that might be the one at the end with the shoulder pads might be the supercharged, nuked up Godzilla.
Well, there was some stuff online where with the angle that he's at when he's walking by the Statue of Liberty, he's like at least double the size he was from the first
Whoa,
movie.
yeah, because that could give you kind of an estimate. Yeah, and when he's coming out of the water behind that plane, he has more spikies. I like that the same family is back and that dude is back in a fighter jet and shit. So that was kind of interesting.
There's shit floating in the air.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. What was that? That was
Looks
weird.
like it's, I don't know, some kind of anti-gravity
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
going
And
on.
it's like blue energy and he's flying through it. Well, I was like, what the fuck's going on there?
Did you like it, Ruggs?
Well, I mean, they didn't show much, but I do like the shoulder spikes and all that stuff. I think it looks cool.
What do you think, Anthony? You like it? You excited? Geek boner?
Yeah, it was short. I mean, it's a proper teaser, right? It's only 48 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm all in. I mean, I think this. I'm willing to give this director and this team the benefit of the doubt after that last one. That last one is one of my favorite Godzilla movies of all time. So,
And on such like a low budget. So if they gave him even like a little bit more money, imagine what he can do. Yeah, that got me geek boner. That looks. I can't wait for -0. Listener, let us know what you think of Godzilla -0 teaser. You can join this conversation. Join our Facebook group. It's called Jock and Nerd Nation. Jock and Nerd. There is a link in the episode description. It is a closed, private, exclusive group just for you. And follow us on all our other socials, YouTube, Instagram, X, for some fun Rugga Boy videos and shorts. Okay, moving on. Warner Brothers we had the next presentation, and interestingly enough, they never mentioned Paramount once, which I think was probably smart on this.
It's not a done deal yet, though. They can't really.
Correct. It's not a done deal. And David Ellison does come out later. So Pam Abdi, Mike DeLuca come out, and I thought what was interesting was a year ago, these two were on the verge of getting fired.
Oh, shit.
At CinemaCon. And they had already hedged a bunch of bets, made a bunch of things. And a year later, they're literally taking a little victory lap with all the movies and the nominations and the opening box office streak. So I was like, that's crazy. Good for them. Hopefully they stick around. They keep them after the merger. Tom Cruise is there. And he has a first look at Digger. And we know a little bit more about this movie. Have you guys heard anything more about the movie?
No, I have not heard. What's it about?
So apparently he's in like old man makeup. He's an old oil like billionaire that some decision he makes causes the end of the world and he has to fix it now. But they're saying he looks unrecognizable. You know, it's remind me a lot of like the pivot he makes with the Les Grossman character from
He's trying to
Tropic,
pull a penguin.
or a penguin, yeah, or a Colin Farrell in a penguin. But they said it. A lot of people said it reminded them also of the Doctor Strangelove movie and kind of like a weird thriller with a message. So got me interested. Peter Safran is there for the DC stuff, not James Gunn. Surprisingly enough, James Gunn is not there, but Peter Safran shows some footage from Clayface, which people seem to really respond to well, and a Supergirl scene people said was pretty good. But meanwhile, all this is happening. They have announced that Adria Arjona from Andor.
Yeah, Arona.
Arona, how do you say her name? She's been in Andor, a bunch of other things.
Ariona?
She has been cast in Man of Tomorrow, but there was all this discrepancies as to who she was playing. So she's either playing Maxima, which who the fuck is Maxima? Or
It's some kind of Nissan. Go ahead.
It is the Nissan, yes. Used to be a very reliable car.
Yeah.
These things would last
They
forever.
don't make them anymore, you know.
Or she's Wonder Woman. Is the two things. I would be all right with Adria Arjona as Wonder Woman if she was Wonder Woman. What do you guys think?
They've been talking about this for a long time. She's been on the socials being touted as the new Wonder Woman for years. And so I wouldn't be opposed to it. I feel like to waste her on Maxima would be stupid.
Who is Maxima?
She's like some red hair, like villainous, but she's actually like, she's not really a villain though. She's just kind of like.
Was she a love interest to Clark at any point?
Possibly. I think she was trying to get Superman to be her mate.
Oh,
She was looking for like somebody that was powerful enough to be her mate.
I never heard of Maxima.
So
I don't know who Maxima is.
Anthony, what about you? Adria Arjona as Wonder Woman.
I've seen her in a few things. I mean, she's good looking.
Yeah.
She hasn't done anything that makes me go, oh, she's not a great actress. But it was also nothing that I've been super impressed with. I haven't seen her in all the things. So I don't have any opinion on it. I think she'd be fine.
I think
she'd probably be better than... She probably is a little bit better actress, at least, than Gal Gadot.
I think so. I think
Gal was
absolutely.
fine.
Yeah, I think she's a much better actress than Gal Gadot.
Yeah, probably.
she's good. She's definitely a much better actress.
And she's kind of tall, but you can put her in lifts.
She's like 5'7".
Bulk her up. She can make her look taller. I'd be all right with that.
They bulk her up. They didn't bulk up Gal Gadot at all.
No, they didn't at all. Like I don't think she lifted one weight for that.
No, she did. She was so skinny before she became Wonder. And then when if you saw her in the Superman movie, the Batman vs Superman, she was actually had some muscle tone.
She did. You're right.
Yeah. I mean, for what she had before, she was like a real skinny like model.
Well, she has such a tall frame.
Right.
You can only put so much muscle, I think, on that. But
I mean, yeah, I think she's a little short for Wonder Woman, but I think she's got the look and everything like that.
Yeah, I'd be all right with that. That's exciting. We'll see. We'll see what happens. The last thing, Warner Brothers panel, this kind of stole the show. Everybody said this was the best shit they saw all night, was the Dune Part 3 presentation. And fucking everybody was there. Denis Villeneuve, Timothée Chalamet, Zendaya, Momoa, all in attendance as they show the first 7 minutes of the movie. And people are describing it as Saving Private Ryan in space. I guess it opens with like a battle scene.
Cool.
That's like Saving Private Ryan. Yeah, I was like, fuck yeah. Geek boner. Sign me up. This seemed to steal the show, and they had Fremen coming down in a big production. Yeah. Even bigger than the Disney presentation. Okay, let's move on to Universal. I had a couple of things. This first thing, I'm kind of really excited. They're making a Snoop Dogg biopic. Geek boner.
Oh, no.
Yeah, motherfucker. Snoop to the D.O. double jizzle. Listen, ever since Straight Outta Compton came out, I wanted them to make like a multiverse of rappers movies, because you could have Dr. Dre, Snoop was in that movie. You can have them do solo movies, Ice Cube, then you can have them meet up again. Like, it could be an amazing cinematic fucking...
Well, they're not going to do like the real Snoop biopic, which is
it might be
him like, pimping hoes and stuff and hitting them with their shoe and stuff like he talks about. I remember he used to do all these interviews and talk about all this shit that he used to do. And none of that crazy shit is going to be in this movie. It's going to be this clean movie about, whatever. I
mean, they did that with Straight Outta Compton. It was a little sanitized. They left some shit out. But what a career Snoop has had. I think but it's time for him to get a biopic. Jonathan Davis from the Outer Banks will be playing Snoop Dogg. He kind of looks like him. I'm down. I'm down for that. Then they brought out their big guns, Christopher Nolan, and they got a new look at the Odyssey, where it was the Trojan horse scene. People said it sounded really cool. And Charlize Theron is playing Calypso. Ruggs, Calypso is like that witchy lady on the island where he washes up, right? Do you know?
I don't know off the top of my head.
No, from the Odyssey?
No.
All right. Well, that takes us to our next tangible thing. It's a trailer for a movie that I gave
She's
Ruggs.
a sea nymph.
She's what? She's
a sea nymph.
Yeah.
Excuse you?
I feel like they were describing the scene as like he washes up on this island and Calypso's there.
Yeah, Calypso, like basically, he gets distracted from going home by all these different things, and Calypso's like one of them that distracts him from.
Yeah, and the Trojan horse bit is Bernthal telling Tom Holland the story, but people said it was really tense and really good. So I'm excited for the Odyssey. The trailer we have, so Ruggs, and for the box office draft, I gave you as the clunker fucker-in-law, which we did not have a trailer for, which is in the next movie in the Meet the Parents franchise. And they put out a trailer with Ariana Grande and Jimmy Olsen, Skylar Gisondo, as the next generation. Did you guys get a chance to watch this?
I saw it.
I did.
Okay, Anthony, what do you think? Because I think my clunker pick may have backfired. It's like I thought this was kind of funny.
I've seen Meet the Parents, and I think I've seen half of Meet the Fockers.
Sure, you get the gist of it.
I actually should go back and just watch them all because I liked Meet the Parents. I mean, I got tits, Focker. I mean, you get to milk
Can
me.
you milk me? I mean, it's De Niro going.
I've got
Can you milk
nipples,
me? I got
Focker.
nipples. Yeah.
Yeah, I've always liked them. So I should rewatch Meet the Fockers and the third one, Meet the Parents or Meet the
Little Fockers.
And there's Little Fockers. Yeah.
It looked funny. This one looked funny too. I mean, I always enjoy these. I think they're funny, and even though I've only seen 1.5, I still think they're pretty good. And Ariana Grande, now her being like an assassin is kind of odd. She doesn't look the part, but I think that's probably what part of the joke is she's.
No, she was a hostage. She was a hostage negotiator.
Yeah, that doesn't really play. but whatever. It's a comedy, right? So yeah, I thought it was actually pretty amusing.
Ruggs, what'd you think of this comedy trailer?
I thought it was okay. Yeah, I thought it was fine. It's what I expected it to be, pretty much.
Have you seen all the Focker movies?
No, I didn't watch Little Fockers. I did not watch that one.
I've seen the first two. I didn't watch the third one. I do also enjoy it. Ben Stiller is hilarious. De Niro, when he's doing comedy, is actually really funny. I will say Ariana Grande is actually really funny. Every time she's on Saturday Night Live, she does a great job. So
she's good in Wicked, too.
Yeah, she's great in Wicked. And the whole idea that, Ben Stiller's dad is now like excited to give someone else a tough time to get him in the circle of trust because it was so hard for him. And she just slides right in. And De Niro is like makes friends and it annoys the shit out of him. It was always just him. Nobody liked. I thought that was really clever. That's a really funny premise. And the way he's coddling his fucking adult son is funny. So this might have backfired. This may do some good money, actually.
I don't know. I
like when they were talking about his penis. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, it's wee-wee.
What have the Meet the Fockers movies done?
Oh, you know what? I don't know.
Yeah, so how can you say that? How can you fucking say that, you son of a bitch? Meet the Parents did $330 million.
Okay, that's decent.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's
Meet
decent.
the Fockers.
Yeah.
See, this one, Meet the Fockers did $522 million.
Oh, shit. It did $500 million? Wow.
Little Fockers, 310.
Okay.
So it went down. That was in 2010. It's been 14 years since a Focker movie.
So this has the potential to open anywhere between 300 to 500.
Little Fockers had a big budget of $100 million.
Oh, Jesus. That was a mistake.
Where'd all that money go?
Yeah. Is De Niro in that one? How much
did De Niro probably got a nice chunk of change.
I chuckled. I was like, you know what? It's been long enough. See these guys back in the next generation. This actually could work. So we'll see.
Meet the Parents, a remake of a 90s movie, Meet the Parents.
Oh, the original was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a 90s movie.
I think this thing could make 400 million, which wouldn't be bad for it, I think. Anyways, Universal ends with Steven Spielberg's first ever CinemaCon appearance, which is kind of wild. He's never been there. And he was also pushing a larger theatrical window, 45 days. So they showed stuff from Disclosure Day. People seem to dig it, but he has said that he fought hard to keep anything from the third act out of all the marketing. So we are not seeing anything from the end of the movie, which I think is smart. And yeah, I heard it was good. Okay, Amazon MGM is next. Spaceballs 2 had a title. It's got a title.
Had a title. What do you mean by
title? That? No, there's a new official title. And there's a great, actually, video from fucking 99-year-old Mel Brooks, he's still got it. It's really funny. He's like, we were going to call the movie Spaceball, The Search for More Money. But he goes, but then I found the money. And it cuts this shot of a bag where it says Spaceball's the money. He goes, it was in my basement the whole time. So he goes, we're calling this one Spaceball's the new one. It's like the old one, only it's the new one. So I thought that was funny. I can't wait. That's not coming out till 2027. I don't know if Mel Brooks is still going to be around, but fuck, for a 99-year-old dude, he's so sharp and funny still. This fucking guy. Then they highlighted possibly Amazon's next big thing, their next big project, Hail Mary, which they also discussed how well it was doing, and Ryan Gosling was there. But I feel like their next big thing is going to be the Thomas Crown Affair. Being directed and starring Michael B. Jordan with Adria Arjona as his partner. And they showed some shit from that.
You all right there?
I'm okay. I think I had a little stroke there, just for a second. A little stroke.
It's a lot of weed.
Anthony, what do you think? Are you excited for Michael B. Jordan directing and starring in like this art heist? Have you seen the other Thomas Crown Affair?
I haven't. This will be the third Thomas Crown Affair.
Oh, this is the third one. Oh man.
I haven't seen the other two Thomas Crown Affairs. I have seen Michael B. Jordan, though, direct a movie, and that was Creed 3. That was an interesting movie.
It was a weird movie. It was
a little
good.
bit strange. The fights being
anime fight scenes were
a little
crazy.
strange.
Crazy.
So, yeah, I don't know. I like MBJ and Adrian Arjona are both hot.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is like the next big MGM Amazon thing, but we'll see.
Yeah, so that's the question. What's their next project?
I have no connection to Thomas Crown Affair, so
It's a good little movie. It's a good little romance. You know,
because I think of that. I think of, what was it? Pierce Brosnan
and Julia Roberts.
No, it wasn't. It was Rene Russo.
Rene Russo and Pierce
right.
Brosnan. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think of that movie. I don't know how many fans there are of that movie, if people are even going to remember it now. So it's going to be all in the marketing, presenting this as like an action, sexy crime heist thriller. You're going to have to sell it.
Nothing like sexy action.
I know. They don't really, they kind of don't make that anymore. You want a sexy thriller? Rugs. You're going to like this. They showed shit from Highlander.
Yeah, I'm psyched about this movie.
So they showed some action scenes, and Chad Stahelski's doing it, and people were like, yeah, there's some John Wick shit in this fucking movie. So the cast is amazing.
I am hyped for this. I've been waiting for a good Highlander for a long time.
It's about time.
It's about time.
Yeah. And then the other thing that people kept bringing up, and this may have been the highlight of the Amazon MGM thing, another thing for both of you guys, the movie I Play Rocky, which is a dramatized, fictionalized story of Sylvester Stallone writing Rocky and shooting it. Anthony Ippolito was starring as the young Sylvester Stallone. Peter Farrelly.
Do you know why it's called I Play Rocky?
No, because does he say that to somebody?
Well, he's trying to get. He wants to be in the movie. They only want the script. They don't want him.
Oh.
And his deal was like, I play Rocky. If I'm going to make this movie, I play Rocky.
I play Rocky.
So
I like that.
I think that's why it's called I Play Rocky.
So Anthony Ippolito is the guy who played the young Al Pacino in The Offer. The thing we talked about.
Yeah.
Plays
another short guy.
Yes. What's that movie? Godfather, the making of the Godfather.
Yeah, that's right.
Anthony, what do you think? Do you think they could pull this off? I feel like this could be a really great little biopic of Stallone making Rocky. It's a great story.
What do I think of them making a movie about Stallone making Rocky?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what to think of that. I know that him making this movie, there is some story behind it with Rocky or Stallone wanting to be in the movie, like Ruggs mentioned, but also maybe even like what inspired him, which was a real fight. I don't know. It seems like I have no idea what to make of it, to be honest with you.
Well,
I'll probably watch it, but I have no idea what to make of it.
The Offer was a movie about The Godfather. I mean, a series about The Godfather, and it was excellent. So if the same people are making, or if it's in this anywhere near the same kind of vein as that,
yeah,
it's going to be cool.
Yeah, you've seen the documentaries, right? So you have dramatic moments like, his speech impediment and he's struggling as an actor and trying to break in and nobody believing in him. And then all the accolades he gets after, that sounds like a great fucking story. I'm in. I'm looking forward to that. All right, let's move on to Paramount. And then the elephant in the room comes on stage, fucking David Ellison himself, after doing all this hubbub. And he went up there and said, he goes, I want to look you guys in the eye and promise at least 30 films a year, 15 from each thing. And I don't know if people believed him, but he's still saying that shit. Here's the one tangible thing we could talk about, which is actually kind of fun. Street Fighter put out their first full trailer. Anthony, did you get a look at this?
I did.
Okay. What did we think after this trailer? Because I have thoughts.
I'm all in. I'm all in.
Geek boner.
This was awesome.
Yes. Why?
Because it's right in line with what the tone of this should be, which is it's a goofy fucking movie.
Yeah.
And it leans into it. You get more of what the movie's focusing on, which is this Ryu and Ken story, which is the story, in my opinion, that you should focus on when it comes to Street Fighter. Not focusing on Guile like the first one with a Jean-Claude Van Damme. Not focusing on Chun-Li like the second one, or the other one, which was absolutely awful. Is this movie going to be awesome? I don't know. Probably not, but it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's so many callbacks to different things. I mean, you even have a callback to, I don't know if you guys saw this. There's a scene where Ryu and Ken are walking and they look exactly like how they looked in the 90s movie.
Oh, shit.
In the market. So there's all sorts of things. And then they build up to the Hadouken at the end. I mean, there's just.
The uppercut is exactly
all the
like
stuff,
the
all the moves.
Dhalsim. Oh my God.
All the moves are in it. I mean, you've got Zangief doing his like German suplex bombs.
The helicopter kicks for the girls and shit.
It's like a completely ridiculous movie, but it's funny. It's amusing, and it's the right amount of camp, in my opinion. I'm all in.
Rugs, what do you make of this now?
I'm still don't know what it's gonna be. I feel like the trailer looks good. I feel like the trailer is selling it to me.
Yeah.
But I have no idea what the actual movie's gonna be like. Hopefully it pulls it off. I have faith in it. Like I'm like more like leaning towards it's gonna be pretty fun than it's gonna suck, but you never know with these movies. So hopefully it's a pleasant surprise.
Dude, between like this and
that's who did I give you that movie?
You gave it to Anthony, I think. Yes. Yes. It's Anthony's clunker. Between this and Mortal Kombat 2, this trailer, it looks so much fun. They are, leaning into the game more, which I think works. They're in on the joke. They clearly know what kind of movie they want to make. I
think putting Carl Urban in Mortal Kombat was the biggest mistake.
That might be a problem in that movie. And like it seems so serious, which I know the game is more serious, but this just looks like fucking balls out fun. And all the crazy moves, and they show Cammy and Dalton looks great, and Blanca.
Yeah, I feel like that Mortal Kombat, kind of the world that they created, it makes more sense because it's like a battle for the fucking whatever. This is kind of like, I don't even know how they set this up in this movie, in the Street Fighter. I don't know how they set all this stuff up. So I'm kind of waiting to see what that is.
Yeah, I don't even care. All the moves are there. And it's very video game.
Were you guys more Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat?
Oh, I'm all Street Fighter.
I was more Street Fighter too, because it was first.
It's a better game.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I would say I was more of a Street Fighter kid in the beginning, because it was the first game I ever had, or one of the first. As an adult, I thought Mortal Kombat was cooler, but I think in my heart of hearts, Street Fighter is like my original.
Yeah, I like Mortal Kombat. It's just I never could understand their combat system.
Yeah, I like the moves better.
Had a better flow to it, I think. With charging and the way you hit the buttons, and it just, for some reason they had it down. Like, and not only that, but like it was animated.
Yeah.
And you could tell by the frame when to hit somebody, like the animation frame, where to attack.
Right.
And it was just so well done, those games.
The Hadouken's great. No, and Andrew Koji looks great. Noah Centino looks all right. There's a lot of fucking people in this movie. I'm gonna have to wait till October, but that trailer got me a little more excited. That looks like fun fucking slop there. I'll take it. More video game movies. Paramount is doing a Call of Duty movie. This one being directed by Peter Berg and written by Taylor Sheridan.
Whoa.
Right? That could be interesting. We've seen him handle.
Well, this is an easy movie to make.
Sure.
It's just Army.
It's like first-person shooter.
Just make an Army movie. There's Call of Duty for every kind of situation. They made it Call of Duty for every era. They have fucking
right.
They
Desert
have
War or jungle
future versions and shit.
World War II.
Cyborgs.
There's no characters, right? So you have to come up.
I mean, there's things that come and recur, but like nothing really meaty.
A lot of video game movies happening. And then final, Top Gun 3 is happening. I think we knew that. Tom Cruise will be back to do crazy shit.
Oh, there's going to be another Top Gun?
There's going to be another Top Gun. Where do you go with that? Do you do just another crew of, I don't know what you do. Do you bring those people back? I thought he wasn't done.
I just rewatched Maverick.
Because at the end of the movie,
Maverick's awesome.
doesn't he continue teaching at the end of the movie, or is he done?
I don't know. I think
Just fucking watch.
I don't know how much better you can get after Maverick. Like, I
Yeah.
get why they're going to do a third because
Yeah.
Tom Cruise wants to ride in planes and make a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
But Maverick was like, I don't think the original Top Gun's that good of a movie.
No, Maverick's way better.
Yeah, Maverick is just so good.
Yeah.
It's such a refreshing movie to like come back to and watch. And
Yeah.
40 years later, they make this movie that has no business being as good as it is. I don't know if you can top that.
And you had the Val Kilmer thing in that one.
yeah.
I don't know. The guy, it made a lot of money, so they're fucking milking.
At the end of Maverick, he's like building planes with Rooster. Like
is that what
he's building
happens?
an old plane. He's like, whatever.
Yeah. He had a plane. He had an old plane he was working on.
Yeah. So that's how the movie ends, with him and taking a ride with the girl on the plane.
They'll figure out another vague country to attack and have to attack them. That's all you do. Just make up another country. Okay, finally we get to the Disney panel. They started with Devil Wears Prada 2 footage. I can't wait.
Geek boner.
too. I'm ready.
I'm so excited. And I didn't
I'm so
realize.
excited this
I'm
guy.
so excited. I didn't realize that not only the directors, the cast is back, but the director and the writer are also returning. Everybody's
Jesus.
back. Yeah.
All this excitement.
It looks lavish and it looks like they spent a lot of money. So we also got a new Mandalorian and Grogu trailer.
Is it really new?
It's kind of new. It has old stuff. I don't know. Did you guys watch this?
No.
I watched it, but I don't really remember it.
There's, some of the new stuff is like he's riding this little one man like thing, AT-A1, underneath the AT-ATs on that scene on the cliff with the giant AT-ATs. It's kind of the same shit. A little bit more of that giant snake thing. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with this movie. I don't think anybody's excited. And I don't think this footage got anybody excited. Let's move on to this other trailer. And it was for the Ridley Scott movie that's coming out this year, The Dog Stars. I didn't know what this was about. Did you guys watch this trailer?
No.
I did.
What was it about?
Oh, you did, Anthony?
Of course I did.
Well, what is it about, and what do you think of the trailer?
It looks like it's about a world where a lot of people have died because of some sort of disease, right?
Post-apocalyptic.
Post-apocalyptic
story. Yes.
movie story with Jacob Elordi and Margaret Qualley as a
Yep.
couple, and they run into Josh Brolin, who's a little bit more of a violent character, and they're just trying to survive.
They're just trying to survive, yeah. And then
I mean, it looks beautifully shot like Ridley Scott normally does.
yeah.
I made this argument a couple, maybe 5-10 shows ago. I'm not sure how long ago I made the argument. I think Ridley Scott's pretty shot at this point.
Is he
in terms
done?
of- as a director?
Mm.
And a post-apocalyptic movie. I don't know. I feel like that's like 15 years too. Like
I mean-
we've seen a shit ton of
Oh, yeah.
post-apocalyptic
Yes,
movies
yes.
at this point.
Yeah, there's.
So I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
sure it'll look good. I'm sure it'll have some merit. I just don't think he's that good of a director, and I think I'm not as excited about this as I would be if Ridley Scott was 15 years younger.
Sure. I did also, I thought it looked interesting. I wasn't expecting, I like post-apocalyptic stories, but there's dozens of them at this point, and this one doesn't even have zombies. It's just
I
fucking
don't
people.
even know what it is. It's just
Yeah, what is
old
happening?
people.
But I've seen so many TV shows and movies about post-apocalyptic storylines, and yeah, maybe they're running a little thin. They're still sometimes fun, depending on what you do. Ruggs, you didn't get a chance to look at the trailer.
I'm watching it while you're talking.
Okay, so yeah, what do you think, Ridley Scott? It's really
It looks like The Road, that movie.
Yeah,
that was made a while
yeah.
back.
yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's going to have to, at the end of the day, fall on the script. If the script is good, if the script is bad, then the movie sucks. And I guess if the characters are good and the storyline is engaging, maybe it doesn't matter if it's like on a retreaded topic that we've seen 1,000 times.
You got
But
two hot stars in there that also may help.
Yeah, but it's not like the way I'd like to see them. I guess.
Elordi and Qualley.
Yeah, it's like I don't want them to be in like a fucking The Last of Us shit.
It is. It reminded me of The Last of Us a little bit. It reminded me of so many things. Paradise, which is just I watched on Hulu. Reminded me of so many things. Okay, now the end of Disney. It was the big guns. There was an Avengers Doomsday trailer shown to the room. Joe and Anthony Russo were there. Robert Downey Jr. was there. Chris Evans was there. You can read. Did anybody actually seek out the description of this trailer?
No,
I did.
You did?
No.
No? Yeah?
I did. Yes, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Do you want to share some highlights that you thought sounded cool?
I'm doing this off memory, so I don't remember everything.
Yeah, I got a
but
couple of things here.
I saw that there was a fight between Shang-Chi and Gambit.
Yes, that sounds exciting.
Saw that there's a Mystique turning into Yelena.
Fighting Yelena?
Fighting each other. I think there was something with Thor, and Thor was fighting Doctor Doom, and you could hear Robert Downey Jr. speak as Doctor Doom, but he was having an accent.
He's doing an accent, correct?
And Thor tries to hit him with Stormbreaker, and Doctor Doom stops it with his finger. And then I think the trailer ends with there's a shot of Thor, and then he recognizes someone, and it's Cap, and he doesn't believe it's Captain America until Captain America picks up his hammer and is like, all right, let's go, or something like
Calls Mjolnir over.
that. So those are some of the big things.
There's also they're saying that scene with Namor in the desert is actually him like clearing the ocean. It's the bottom of the ocean, and he's cleared it so he can meet with the Fantastic Four. Shit, I was like, that's kind of crazy. So yeah, I don't know. A lot of people really like this, but some people were like, it just feels like a whole bunch of member berries. Like the Captain America hammer thing. It was a great moment in Endgame. Are they just recycling this shit now?
Maybe. Well, they got to reheat it. They got to reheat it for us.
They got to reheat it. So that's the other interesting thing they mentioned, specifically that this is a direct sequel to Endgame. Essentially saying maybe none of those other movies counted. They're also going to be re-releasing Avengers Endgame, and there will be deleted scenes put back in and new footage that is going to tie it to Doomsday. So motherfuckers are going to go back and watch this movie. I'm going to go watch it again. They're going to make double dip with new footage, connecting it to Doomsday. What do we think of that? Is that a good strategy?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're re-releasing Endgame with additional footage that ties it to Doomsday.
What? I don't know. That seems like really retconny.
It seems very retconny. But they're gonna get my money. Unfortunately, I'll probably go see it.
Sus to me.
So I don't know when this trailer is coming out. It sounds kind of fun, and remember this guy?
They probably won't even do this trailer. It'll probably be something else.
It might be something completely different that is released. Correct, and maybe they're waiting for CinemaCon. Which is what, June, July?
Comic-Con, I just actually sent an article to my friends that I'm going again, by the way.
Oh, no way. Oh,
and
shit.
Marvel just announced today that they're doing a Hall H panel.
Oh, shit. Okay, so
and I will, there's a decent chance I'll be in attendance for that.
Holy shit. All right, we're going to get a live report afterwards. That's probably, not live, but we'll get a first-hand account. That's probably where they're going to release it wide, I would imagine.
Yeah, probably.
When's that, end of June?
End of July.
End of July. Fuck. I don't want to wait till end of July to see its trailer. But yeah, it didn't really leak anywhere. Here's another thing they're doing.
If that technology is real, that phone scrambling technology.
Yeah, I think it is.
That's kind of cool. I read somewhere like if that is what they were using.
Yeah.
They need to manufacture that to every movie theater.
Yes.
And just have that be on the top of the screen, just
yep. And that
scrambling everyone's phone.
Just scramble everyone's phone.
Yeah, there'll be no more bootlegs. People won't be able to use their phones. Just that is a question. You have the power. What kind of responsibility?
Well, maybe you could pick that theater, like the phone list theater.
Yes. Maybe.
Listen,
with great power comes great responsibility. How are you going to use those lasers, theater owners? Figure it out. One more big announcement. This is the fucking dumbest thing. But remember, I thought that because Avengers Doomsday has no IMAX screens, that they possibly might move the date up. They did not announce that. They didn't announce the 80 Sync thing. I thought they were going to confirm, but they're not moving dates. Instead, to Battle IMAX, here's the dumb thing they're doing. Disney has announced something called Infinity Vision, which may sound like they're going to theaters and installing new screens and hardware for these large format screens. No, all they're doing is going around to movie theaters and they're going to look at all the premium large format screens. And if it looks good, they're going to slap this label, Infinity Vision. It is just a certification program. It means fuck all. It is a purely branding, slapping a sticker on something bullshit move to fight IMAX. IMAX is growth.
Well, is it actual bullshit? Or are they gonna? Is there something that the theaters are doing to retroactively?
No,
They're not. Know that?
I'm pretty sure everything I read. If you read about Infinity Vision, the theaters aren't changing anything. Disney will go to each theater and be like, "Yep, this is up to our standards." Infinity Vision. Yep, this is up to our standards. Slap a fucking label on it. That I believe everything I read. That is all they're doing. There's no new technology. This is fucking dumb. It's just a marketing packaging thing. They could be like, come see it in Infinity Vision, which is just large format. So thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I mean that they were basically like, well, we're going to create our own version of IMAX, or we're going to say we're creating our own version of IMAX.
Yes, but all they're doing is going, come just slapping a sticker on it. They're not doing anything. I don't know if people are going to fall for it. I don't know.
I don't know. I just read on Deadline or the Wrap, one of the two, that there are 300 Infinity Vision theaters
already.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that means, but that's what it's saying online. So
yeah, I don't think that. I think it says it's a certification program. So they're just it's just.
Well, they're not. They're
some bullshit.
They were like, "Fuck it, we're not moving."
Yeah. So neither studio is budging, which I find very interesting. So we're still getting a Doomsday, I think, as far as I know. Anyways, Hollywood Reporter had they did a quick rundown of winners and losers according to them. That was kind of interesting. Loser to them, DC Studios. They didn't really like what they showed. There was nothing on the Batman 2 or the Superman sequel, which is way off. So they thought Marvel was a winner. They were mixed on the Star Wars footage. The other winner to them was Prestige Trailers, meaning The Odyssey, Dune 3, Doomsday really performed well, and people dug it. And then as far as celebrities, Tom Cruise, Steven Spielberg, Momoa was in a bunch of things. David Ellison, actually, they called a winner. And Johnny Depp steps out to like a standing ovation. He's doing something for Paramount, which is becoming what I predicted. It's the place you go if you got canceled. You give it some time. You had some PR issues. You can come to Paramount and make a movie. That seemed to be what's happening.
Nice.
So while they're touting all this, Ruggs, you retweeted some of this. Something important is happening behind the scenes is massive fucking layoffs across all studios.
Oh, shit.
Everybody is laying off thousands of people. Disney announced they're laying off 1,000 people. Part of these layoffs is the entire visual development department, including Andy Park, who I follow on X. He has been working there for 16 years. He has designed the look of Marvel for 40 things: costumes, sets, concept art. They just let him go. They're going to be working on freelance contract people on a case-by-case basis. There's just a couple of people. This is kind of fucking devastating for Marvel. Ruggs, comment on this. Is this what's going to happen now? Does this mean they're going to use more AI?
Absolutely. They're going to be using AI. They're going to be using the freelance is just a mask that they're using, because they're going to freelance people that can do AI and do things quick.
Right, quicker and cheaper.
Artists that use AI that are going to be able to fire things up really quick and change things very quickly and all that stuff. So they don't give a fuck. They're just going to hire the artists that play by their rules.
That's fucked up. That team was an award-winning visual development team. Anthony, is this concerning? Does this worry you?
Or if they're going the AI route, yeah.
Well, not just that, but just letting all these people go.
Yeah, I mean, but I think one of the things was they probably crazy overhired when they were doing the TV and the movies all at the same time. So there's definitely not as many projects.
But I do also remember stories when Victoria Alonso, all those stories came out about how they were overworked and stuff was rushed.
Right.
If they're getting rid of a bunch of people who are problematic to all of their IP, then that's good. They did hire a bunch of people, and they were doing all kind of unorthodox hiring.
Yeah.
Like they were hiring people for the wrong reasons, even.
Well, like, remember the whole Bo DeMeo thing with X-Men 97?
Yeah. So maybe if they're cleansing everything and they're gonna, but they don't sound like they're gonna rebuild. They sound like they're
just cutting them. Yeah,
they're cutting them out. So I think they should still get rid of people in management and like in the high positions.
Well,
and
it's also they've laid off people in production, comics, franchise, finance, and legal, and film and TV. This is new CEO Josh D'Amaro's kind of first big budget cut here.
Look, Marvel is dead, right? As in the comics anyway. It's like not. I think they had one comic that sold like above 100,000 or something.
DC is killing it right now.
The Absolute Batman and everything.
Yeah,
yes,
DC is killing it.
But Marvel's not doing so well.
No.
And just in general, the IP that they did, they fucked it up so bad, and I think it's beyond recognition now. And I don't know. They're getting rid of if they were just getting rid of stuff to like rehire new people and kind of rebuild, I think that would be pretty good. But I haven't heard any of that yet.
No.
So I don't know if it's going to be AI only or just bootlickers that are going to go and do whatever they say.
Right. That'll work for whatever and do what they say.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not replacing people. They're cutting. They're trying to save money. So keep an eye out for that. That's kind of crazy. All right. Let's take a break here, fellas. Play some promos. We're going to come back, talk about gangsters, A Bronx Tale right after this.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Was A Quiet Place inspired by Signs, It Comes at Night, and War for the Planet of the Apes? Was Ready Player One influenced by Avatar, Wreck-It Ralph, and The Last Starfighter? Is The Hurricane Heist more influenced by Sharknado or Geostorm? These are the kinds of questions my guest co-hosts and I discuss on my podcast, Piecing It Together. Every week, we look at a new movie and try to figure out what other movies inspired it. Whether it's the story, the character development, tone, or even use of music. Every movie was influenced by something that came before it, and we want to figure out what. Check out Piecing It Together on your favorite podcast app or check us out on piecingpod.com. You can also follow us on social media at piecingpod. Piecing It Together is a part of the All Points West podcast network.
Check out what's been going on with the Pop Culture Cosmos Show and the PCC Multiverse.
That is by far my favorite because it's also character driven and the stakes are high and there's much more of a mystery and intrigue to it.
A game like Wolfenstein, which people are saying are one of the most socially important video games of the past 10 years.
Catch our shows on radio worldwide 7 days a week or at any time on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or on over 30 more podcast outlets.
Jock and Nerd.
Listener, if you enjoy this show, this is a great time to support the show and join our awesome Patreon fan club. Visit jockandnerd.com/Patreon.
Jock and Nerd.
And you can give back on a monthly or annual basis for as little as $3 a month. Gets you access to an exclusive member-only podcast feed where the shows come out a little bit early. There are bonus movie reviews, instant reactions to movies we're going to review, lots of fun extra stuff. You can join us for our monthly Discord hangouts. The next one is next week, fellas, April 30th. The end of April, we will be doing one on the Discord and other fun stuff all over at jockandnerd.com/Patreon. Thank you for your continued support. Okay, fellas, let's get into this week's movie review. We will be discussing 1993's A Bronx Tale. Here's your spoilers.
Strap yourselves in, you fucks. Spoiler time.
This is a listener Patreon sponsored review. This one sponsored by, dedicated to our buddy Ralph Bravo. Who has been a Patreon member and longtime listener, and this is not the first Patreon movie we've done for him, fellas. He's been on and off the Patreon. First of all, he said, happy anniversary on the show. It's crazy to think I started listening when I was in my mid-20s, and now I'm in my mid-30s.
Wow.
It's crazy.
He's grown up with us.
Yes.
He's been on the journey.
They grow so fast. Where's the time go?
They grow so fast. He's a big boy. He's all grown up now. We carried him through adulthood. I feel very good about that.
You breastfed him.
I did. From both nipples. He couldn't select, so we alternated, basically.
What movie did he have us review before?
Ralph Bravo initially tested us with The Nanny.
Oh, wow.
Is that the Hulk Hogan one?
Yes. Yeah. That was also the week I lost my voice And so you guys had to do it. If you want to listen to that, listener, it's episode.
Well, you weren't on the show?
I was producing, and you heard my voice.
he was
voice
there. He
just like twice. That's
that was that. Yeah, that was that spree where if we went about a month without your voice.
Yes, that was episode 311 back in 2020. You can listen to these guys review The Nanny, but then he made up for it with possibly one of my favorite reviews we've done, Hard Target.
Oh, we've done a Hard Target under him too.
Yes, and it's our like most viewed video on YouTube. That's episode 455 from 2022. You can listen to Hard Target. That was a lot of fun. So I think this time he has also blessed us with A Bronx Tale. He actually sent a list of 3 movies, but I kind of wanted to do this one because I had not seen this one. Surprisingly, A Bronx Tale is a movie directed by and starring Robert De Niro in his directorial debut. De Niro's only directed 2 movies. This is one of them. Screenplay by Chaz Palminteri, who was also in the movie. And the screenplay is adapted from Chaz Palminteri's 1989 one-man play of A Bronx Tale. He did this on Broadway. It's a one-man show, played like 18 characters.
Yeah, it's a story of his life.
Yes, it is. It's very autobiographical. I would have loved to seen that because that's kind of crazy. On Rotten Tomatoes, currently, this movie, 97% tomato meter, 92% popcorn meter. Metacritic has it at an 80. Letterboxd has it at a 4.1. Solid scores across the board. The movie cost $10 million to make and ends up only making $17 million worldwide. But it doesn't matter because I think it becomes a cult hit. Also, outside of Robert De Niro playing Lorenzo, your cast features Chaz Palminteri playing Sonny the Gangster. The lead character's name is Calogero, and you got 2 guys playing him. Francis Capra plays the 9-year-old version of Calogero, and Lilo Brancato plays a 17-year-old version of Calogero, and you have Terrell Hicks as Jane, and then a Joe Pesci cameo at the end, and then, frankly, a bunch of maybe real gangsters.
Guys
gangsters.
from the neighborhood, Ed Cole.
Literally, guys from the street playing themselves. So you're not going to know anybody else.
You're going to see them in Martin Scorsese movies.
Yes.
You're going to see like some various people reused here and there. So they've been around. They've been around the whole New York movie scene, the gangster scene.
The gangster movie scene, yes.
The usual suspects, as you will.
Yeah. The movie's rated R, 2 hours and 1 minute. Anthony, what happens in A Bronx Tale?
Bronx Tale is about a young man or young boy named Calogero in 1960s Bronx that has a father played by Robert De Niro, who is a bus driver, and his father is trying to raise him to be an upstanding young man, but he happens to live next to a bar with a gangster played by Chaz Palminteri, who he also idolizes. And he grows up with a relationship with both of these men as he has dual fathers. And it is a gangster movie, or it's a coming of age story.
Yeah.
Disguised as a gangster movie.
Yeah.
All with a man with 2 fathers.
A man with 2 fathers, and all about what choices.
And not what you think that means. Just 2 fathers.
He's got 2 father figures. Had you seen this before?
I've never seen it.
Okay. What did you think?
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
I had a great time with it.
Yeah.
I haven't watched all the classic gangster movies.
Yeah.
I think we've established this. I need to watch a lot of those.
Yeah.
My father was really into gangster movies, so I do kind of have an affinity for them, even though I haven't seen them all. But I love a good coming of age story.
Yeah.
And that's what this movie is. This is a coming of age story. It's, a guy with 2 father figures in his life. And you would initially think on the surface that the gangster is the bad influence, but there are things that both of these men do and say and actions they take that could be interpreted as good or bad. Mm-hmm. And they both have a positive effect on his life and some negative effect. So I thought it was very interesting. I liked the story. I liked the passage of time. I liked the romance part of it. It's very high school teenager-esque. It's just a very well-crafted, unique movie. I wasn't what I expected.
Yeah.
And there was a sense of dread throughout the entire movie as well. You knew something bad was going to happen. But overall, I thought it was a very, very well told story. And I think it was Robert De Niro's. You said it was his debut, right?
Directorial debut. Only has directed 2 movies, and he did
it was a
one-
very Scorsese, but also like reminds me of Do the Right Thing.
Yeah.
And Stand By Me, and even like a little like all those types of movies where there's a coming of age, but then also a little bit of more of a mature edge. So there was a lot going on. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Had a great time watching.
Ruggs, I imagine you've seen this movie before.
This was about Rug Boy's life.
Yeah,
I've seen
I
this.
lived
I don't know, like but about 3 or 4 times at least.
Okay.
I mean, I probably seen it more than that, but I can remember watching it at least 3 or 4 times. This is a movie that's close to my heart because I know neighborhoods like this. I know places like this in New Jersey, in New York, in the boroughs, in Brooklyn. Literally, if you're in an Italian neighborhood, there's a place just like that where Sonny is hanging out.
Yeah.
They call them social clubs or whatever.
Yeah.
But they're there. And you don't go play around over there unless you got business over there. And imagine growing up right next to one or across the street from one, how that you could just watch all kinds of shit. Like it's your TV. You can watch it and things are happening all the time and people are coming in and out. There's drama, people arguing out in the street. So I could see how this movie, or even how Chaz Palminteri's life unfolded, it seems very real.
Yeah.
And when you can feel the reality of something and you're shining the light on something that nobody really knows about unless you're from the neighborhood, that's cool to me. I love that.
Yeah. Can I just tell you, I can't believe this fucking movie slipped by me. Because up until now, you had The Godfathers and you had Goodfellas. And
there's way more than those.
Yeah, but those were like the 2 big ones, before 93. And then Casino comes out in 95. I fucking love this movie.
I fucking loved it.
I can't believe I never saw this. I knew about the movie. I knew that it was a one-man play. But like you said, Anthony, what I thought was amazing was this coming-of-age story inside of a mob movie. And nobody had ever done that before. De Niro's directing really impressed me. There is some solid directing. The atmosphere is there. You get a sense of the time. I love the cars, the sets. I love how every Italian person talks in this movie. They all have fantastic.
They still talk like that right now.
They have the best accents. There are some great scenes in this movie. There are moments where I was like, oh, shit. And
so many quotable lines.
So many quotable lines. And like you said, Ruggs, it feels real, authentic. I love how the violence is positioned. It's not glamorous, but when it happens, it's fucking raw. And you're like, oh, shit. It's fucking crazy. The music choices, the music drops are great. The dialogue, it was funnier than I thought it was going to be. Like, it's a really funny movie in the beginning when you're with the 9-year-old Calogero. But what a snapshot of this time in the Bronx in the 60s and this full circle cycle of violence, lessons and advice with this dude with 2 dads. It's a great father and son movie. I fucking love this movie. I was like, I can't believe I've never seen this. It was so good.
Well, one of the things too is you expect a gangster movie, Robert De Niro.
Yes,
he's going to be the mob boss or the gangster, and right away he's the working man.
I love it,
and he's the one that's like trying to keep his son out of it, which is so against type for what you would expect.
I love that he goes against his type, and he does a really good job because he's like the moral center of the movie. Everybody
sort of, but the thing is I think that's one of the most compelling parts of the movie is while he is a good man.
Yeah.
I don't think he's like always morally the better man. Like there are parts there's one part of the movie where, Calogero is basically admitting to him that he likes this African-American chick.
Right.
And he goes, what would you think of that? And he goes, well, I'm not prejudiced, but you should be with your own. Like he's against him dating.
Did he say that? Didn't he say like you should?
They're in the mirror, and he goes.
Sonny gave him that out.
He goes. Well, I think you should stick to your own.
And then Sonny
but Sonny says Sonny gives him a whole speech
follow
about
your heart.
Yeah, follow your heart. And it's
Yeah.
one of the, here's the only thing. If you let her in the passenger door and she leans over to the other side
The
to unlock the door,
door
she's
test.
one of the great ones.
Yeah. No,
It doesn't matter to him about the race.
No, that's true.
And he's like, that's all bullshit, basically.
I do love the competing advice and philosophies.
But he's not his father.
He's not his father.
But he treats him. He treats.
So I think that it's easier for him to give him that advice than if he was your own flesh and blood.
Right.
I think that he doesn't have to deal with him like being the family.
But it's so crazy how he loved him like a son. He protected him. He took care of him almost as good as his father.
Well, I mean, right away. So like when you first meet Sonny and he doesn't rat him out.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, fuck, he's going to get involved with Sonny and like, all this stuff. But there's the moment right where you see that kid that owes him $20.
Yeah.
And you think Sonny's going to be like, yo,
bust him
eat his
up.
ass. Yeah. Right.
That's what the other guy
And Sonny's just like, what doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, he's not your friend.
Yeah.
You'll never see that guy again.
You got rid of him for $20. It cost you
I
$20.
love that line.
It's so great. And then he gives that advice to his buddy later on in the movie. But the two guys with him are like, take a fucking shovel to him. What are you doing? But he's like, yeah, look, he's never going to bother you again. It costs you $20. Let it go.
Sonny,
Great
like,
advice.
as good as the advice he has, obviously he shoots a man in the beginning of the movie. Every time his father confronts Sonny, he always threatens to kill his father. He's like, you come at me like that again, I'll kill you,
It's like,
basically.
don't talk to
So
me
it's
like
like it's
that.
not like he's a good guy.
Yeah. No,
he's a good person to this kid.
Right. But he has a code, right? He is a tough guy, but he's also very philosophical. He's got a code. You notice interesting details like he doesn't really do drugs. He doesn't smoke cigarettes. He doesn't like guns. They handle their beefs with their fists for the most part. But he does end up saving C's life. I will start at the beginning real quick because the opening montage, fantastic setting the time period and the tone and the characters and how he talks about sitting on a stoop and the names of these guys are fantastic. You got Jimmy Whispers, you got Bobby Bars because he spent a lot of time behind him. Tony Toupee is great. Eddie Mush, Jojo the Whale, and then my all-time favorite has got to be Frankie Coffee Cake. It's the best fucking name ever.
What about Mulch?
Mush,
yeah.
Mush, Eddie Mush.
Yeah.
Eddie Mush, by the way, was the real Eddie Mush of the neighborhood. That's right. That's a real dude gangster that he just saw, and he's like, "Will you play yourself?"
He's still alive, that guy.
He is. It's so crazy. So the first big moment, and it makes you go, "Oh shit!" It's like Sonny's hanging out, or C's hanging out, Colosio on the stoop impersonating Sonny, and then what seems like over a fight over a parking spot. Sonny just walks up, shoots a dude in the head as the guy's trying to beat the other guy's head in with a baseball bat. And fucking Colosio sees all this. And the way he shoots this is like, there's no music. It's not glamorized. It's really quite jarring. Like when it happens all of a sudden. And you're like,
it's a real moment.
Yes. You're like, holy fuck. That just fucking happened. And then when they bring Colosio to talk to the cops, I was like, what's he going to do? But he doesn't rat. And he wants his dad to be proud of him. His dad's like, yeah, whatever.
He did. His dad does say,
"You did the right thing.
You did the right thing for a bad man."
Right. And then that's when he's like,
"You did a good thing for a bad man,"
which makes him think, like, "What did you mean? I did a good thing for a bad man."
But what I like in the movie, like in this scene, and it's kind of an echo throughout at least his childhood, is because C thinks that he just shot him over a parking space,
right?
And C doesn't also understand why his dad won't let him hang with this guy.
Right.
But the theme here in the beginning is you'll understand when you get older.
When you're older, he says.
And I think that really resonates with anyone that watches this movie as an adult because there are things that you encounter as a child, especially as a child.
Yeah.
Or even a teenager where you go, you think you've figured it out or it feels very black and white or simple. And then you realize as you get older, oh, that's what they meant.
That's what was really happening.
Right.
That I did not understand.
I wasn't picking up on it.
Yeah.
A guy kill another guy and then he doesn't know why not to hang out with him.
Yeah, that should be enough. Like, why wouldn't that scare you away from Sonny?
No, but it made him more. He was so interested in this. He was so fascinated by it.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I think he was. I mean, they lead up to that by his fast. They're imitating Sonny on the stoop.
Yeah.
So I think at that point, even as a kid, you might have seen something very violent, but also they were grown. He was in an environment where he knew that was a gangster by him. And he knew, and his dad had told him, not to be a rat. So I think, it didn't fully register to him what had happened there.
But he already kind of knows what's going on, right? Just from
he knows this guy is a bad guy, and he knows
not to rat.
He knows that this guy is someone his family doesn't want him around.
Yeah.
But he also admires him.
Yes. And that leads into my favorite fucking scene in the whole movie as Calogero starts working for Sonny, 9-year-old, bringing him drinks. And they have this amazing scene in the basement where they're throwing dice. This is easily my favorite scene because it looks like they're having so much fun. And Sonny is sending people to the bathroom. He starts with Eddie Mush. And he's like, I don't want your money anywhere next to my money. You're a fucking jinx. You know what? Put him in the fucking bathroom. And there's a bathroom in the back with a door.
And then the other guy, the whale, starts sweating on him.
The whale is he's like, oh, hey, back the fuck up. You're leaning over me. What's the matter? You know what? Put him in the fucking bathroom. And then he sends Judge out there. And then the best is Johnny Coffee Cake is at the wall. And Sonny goes, I don't want his face looking at his face. All right? Somebody get a towel. Put it over his head.
He's trying to win some money.
And Johnny Coffee Cake's like, I'm going to put a towel on my head. It's embarrassing. He goes, all right, you know what? Put him in the fucking bathroom. The three of them are in the bathroom. And then C is like, oh, let me get the hard 2-2 on the 4. And they're like, hey, slow down. Don't be so cocky. And continues to throw dice and win the money. I fucking love that scene so much. It was so funny.
And he gets $600.
And, dude, think about this. $600 as a 9-year-old in 1960 would have been insane. I thought about if I was 9 and somebody gave me $600, I would have thought I was a fucking millionaire. Like, how much money is that in the 60s? It's fucking crazy. So Lorenzo is not happy. I do love, again, that's why I think Lorenzo's the moral center, because even his wife is like, you know what? We could use this money, though. You really got to go down there, Lorenzo. Well, don't be mad. Just tell him not to go back. She wants to keep the money.
When Calogero doesn't rat on him, Sonny offers his dad a job.
Right, to run numbers.
And he even his wife was like, why don't you take the job?
Yeah, it's like $150 a week. Again, moral center. It's dirty money. He doesn't want anything to do with the dirty money.
Yeah.
I feel like he sticks to his fucking thing as much as he can. But that whole confrontation, when he goes to fucking Sonny and throws the money at him, he's like, I don't want you anywhere near my son. And they're both like, he's my son. And Sonny's like, what? What'd you say to me? He's like, it's my fucking son. I know who you are. And then outside, when he smacks Calogero, it's also very heartfelt because Calogero is learning things from Sonny, like the working man's a sucker. And Lorenzo's got to be like, pulling a trigger takes no strength. You have him wake up every day and go to a job. That's the real fucking tough guy. He's like, your father's the tough guy. And it's so well done. And he hugs him. He's like, I'm sorry I hit you. I don't want you working with him.
Well, the thing is, too, is what Sonny's doing is helping this kid like realize what the streets are like.
Right.
So he says to him, you're getting 2 educations. You're going to get one here, but you're going to go to school.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is, and right away when he meets Sonny immediately tells him what he's into as a child doesn't matter.
Baseball.
Which is the Yankees. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what the father is saying is like, hey, you're not his father. I'm his father.
Yeah.
You're also ruining this kid's childhood because you're making him grow up too fast. That's something that comes up later in the movie.
Yeah. And C is like, they love you just like they love Sonny. People love Sonny like they love you. And Lorenzo's like, they don't love him. They fear him. There's a difference, which is another big lesson between, is it, better to be loved or feared? That comes back around. And then the most tragic thing, I love this cut because they have this heartfelt speech and De Niro's so good and he's hugging him and he's like, I'm sorry I hate you. And then a voiceover, you just hear him go, I didn't listen to my father. And I continued to work for him for 8 years. The whole time. I felt so bad. I felt so bad for Lorenzo.
They don't even, he says also that they don't talk. Lorenzo and Sonny don't talk.
Yeah, they rarely talk to each other. But, Lorenzo's watching his son the whole time, driving a bus, hanging out. They form a teen gang. They're doing fucked up things. I thought that was so tragic, but, he eventually...
Yeah, they get their own little freaking little club that they have.
Yes, that they get to hang out in. Then that leads to another great scene, the fucking biker gang scene. I thought was also
It's one of the best scenes in the whole thing was when they go in there and they're like, oh, we're gonna have a couple drinks, and then they start fucking up, and then Sonny locks the door and he goes, now you just can't leave.
That's the best line. He just calmly turns around, locks the door. He's like, no, you can't leave. And the fucking mob comes out. Again, no guns. They just beat the shit out of these bikers, drag them outside. Calogero watching all of this, taking notes.
Well, that's where Sonny is, because he hears these bikers with their motorcycles from a distance, and he knows right away something's wrong.
Yeah.
And his whole point is like he's almost like the Daredevil or the Batman of this neighborhood. He's like, I have to protect the neighborhood.
I got to check this out.
And right away he knows like these guys don't belong here.
Yeah.
And his instincts tell him like they're not good. They're not good for this neighborhood. They're not good for this bar. And he's absolutely right.
Yeah. You know what?
And he gives them a chance to leave, and like he gives them a chance to like be respectful. But you know, they're not. And they have the line which Rugboy mentioned, where he closes the door on them and says, all right, well, now you're not leaving.
Now you can't leave. I thought they were going to behave, and they were like, I bought it when they were like, look, we just want a couple drinks, we'll get out of here. And he's like, all right, give me their beers. And
yeah, but they start fucking with people.
And then they start fucking with them immediately.
Yeah.
Do you notice, though, at this point in the movie, the narration and the other characters, they all see other people riding down the street. They see those African-American kids and black kids riding down the street, and all of them are looking like, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Sonny doesn't give a fuck about them.
Yeah.
He doesn't see them as a threat at all.
Yeah, that's true. That's another great thing about this movie is this is what was happening was black people are moving into the neighborhood. Everything was changing. There was tons of racial tension.
Right.
Which introduces Jane and Calogero kind of catching the eye of this girl and talking to her at school. And she was very, very forward. She seemed like to move very fast.
She liked him right off the bat.
She goes, I like Italians. She sets up a date like right the fuck away. I was like,
what I liked about this, it's not very, like as an adult, you watch that and you go, that's probably not how that would go.
Right.
But then you think about like high school kids and you're like, maybe that would. And I think it just, for me, it takes me back to like those type of movies where it was like a very simple thing, right? Like, I see a pretty girl.
Yeah.
The pretty girl thinks I'm cute. I think she's cute. We're going to go out on a date. Like that's all there's to it.
That's it. Yeah.
Back in those days, maybe. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Probably, well, now it's probably a lot more complicated. But,
he didn't text back fast enough, or he texted back too fast.
Or too fast. Yes.
Yeah.
Everything's off. These are all red flags. Yeah. No, back then it was like, I like you.
3
you like
days is kind of money. You know?
3 days. How long are you guys going to wait? 6 days.
6 days.
So, anyways,
a lot less complicated back then.
He sets up this date. In the meantime, him and his shitty friends are just beating up black kids riding through the neighborhood, right? And there's that scene. And Sonny actually, or Calogero, tries to stop and help.
But before that, Sonny tells him that those kids aren't any good for him.
Yes.
He brings them to the side. He goes, they're jerk offs. And he's like, but they're my friends. He goes, jerk offs.
Yes. Which is so fascinating because you got Lorenzo telling him not to hang out with Sonny. And now you got Sonny telling him, don't hang out with those fucking assholes.
When he goes, stay in school. He's like, what did I tell you? Go to school.
Yeah.
You're getting 2 educations.
Yeah.
So like that's these like moments throughout the movie. I'm like, wow, Sonny's like a good guy, kind of.
He's like a good influence almost on him. Yeah.
He's like, I don't want you to be like me.
Yeah.
Which is, again, very against what you think this movie is going for, right? You would think this movie is a battle between Robert De Niro, who's like on the side of good and completely righteous, versus Sonny, who's on the side of bad and a bad influence. And it's just much more layered and deeper than that.
Oh my God, absolutely.
I think that's one of the things that's unique about the gangster, and especially the neighborhood gangsters like of New York.
Yeah.
They were neighborhood guys. Like the people in the neighborhood didn't really mind them as long as they weren't bringing problems into their lives.
Right.
Sometimes it would be good to have them because it would keep trouble off the streets. Like New York is a crime-ridden place.
Yep.
And they're very territorial about their little
neighborhoods.
Little neighborhoods.
Yeah.
And they to keep everybody safe and everybody like out of trouble, they didn't mind the presence like that because the police weren't doing shit.
And even the police appreciated it to some degree that they were keeping things in check for them.
Well, I don't know if they appreciate
I don't know if they appreciate it.
I think that it must
helped them out.
It might have made their job a little bit easier.
It definitely helped
in some
them out.
ways, but
Yeah.
just the fact that you knew not to fuck around in that neighborhood. You go in that neighborhood and you start fucking mouthing off to people and, and upsetting the balance. Then the people who lived there, they were happy. They felt comfortable. They felt safe.
I mean, you see that with Lorenzo's relationship with Sonny, where it's like, I live next to this place. I know it's not a place that I don't want my family to be a part of.
Yeah.
But I also know that, like, this is it. This is what it is.
It's the reality.
And Sonny, like, doesn't, even though Lorenzo doesn't like him, he doesn't because he doesn't like him, he doesn't let his ego take over and be like, okay, well, I'm going to shoot this motherfucker.
No, they each respect
he's like, I respect what you do. I respect him as a driver. Yeah. I respect that you're a hardworking man.
Sonny's like, you're a neighborhood guy. I'd never do anything to, harm you. I know you.
The only times he takes offense to Lorenzo is when he feels like Lorenzo's disrespecting him in front of others.
Yes. You don't fucking mouth off in front of your fucking
again, he rules by fear.
Right.
So
you can't let anyone mouth off to him in public. You just can't do that.
Well, that's the whole aura, right? Like, that's his whole thing.
Yeah, you can't. Nobody can show disrespect in public. I love how Chaz Palminteri plays Sonny so subdued.
But he knows this character,
and yes,
he is this character.
He's
about his life.
He's Calogero.
Right. His real name is Calogero.
Yes, his real name is Calogero Lorenzo Palminteri.
The movie is about his life.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he saw shooting. He also did in Rat. Some of the stuff is made up, like the Molotov cocktail shit, but he did work for the street mob at the time for a while. So a lot of but the way he plays Sonny is like still and quiet and so intimidating. He could have played it over the top and yelly and like cliched, but he does it. I love how he plays.
Well, you're
it.
waiting for the whole time throughout the movie where he's going to snap on somebody,
right?
And although it's sometimes comes up.
It's more of a story how Calogero kind of loses his shit,
right?
And goes off the deep end a little bit, and then he has to be pulled back by his father and Sonny.
Right, yeah. Right. The whole door. This is when you get Sonny lets him borrow his car for the date. The door test thing I thought was so great because Anthony, that was a thing? Did you remember driving cars with?
I remember driving cars
manual locks.
Because I do remember driving a car with a manual lock.
Because this was a consideration thing. It wasn't just girls. It was like friends. If you let a friend in the side and they didn't reach over and open your door, they were fucking assholes. I remember that being a rule, even when I was fucking teenage.
I thought that was a really, again, really against what I thought that character would say. Right? I thought that character would be like, "Oh, you can't be dating interracially." Had no issue with it. He's like. Basically saying, don't listen to anybody, go follow your heart, and then gives him that rule. And I love that. I love when she does that for him, and he just jumps up and screams, "Yes!" She's
Remember
one of the first ones.
What was the first test? If you drive by a truck, you throw a girl into your lap, and if she starts blowing you, then she's a whore.
She's
obviously
that was Mario's test was horrible. Do not follow Mario's advice.
Yeah,
that
what a terrible advice.
Really bad advice. But there's that moment where he goes to pick up Jane to do the test, and turns out one of the kids they beat up was her brother, and he's trying to tell her, "I try to help you."
A little bit convenient there. I'd say.
I knew when they beat up those kids, I was like, I bet one of them's her fucking brother. So a little predictable, but he loses his shit a little, calls him the N-word in front of her, which is probably not a good idea. But she comes back to him. Apparently that shit didn't really matter.
It wasn't like a deal breaker.
No, not at all.
I wrote down, I was like, really? She forgave him after he just casually threw all the N-word at him?
She apologized to him.
I think the impact of that word is way worse now than it was then. Yeah. I do believe that.
But
because
it's
it was more... I think that you're in the throes of major racism all the time.
Yes. They use this word a lot in the movie, but it does speak to like how they talked in the fucking 60s.
Right. Well, they talk like that now.
And they still kind of talk like that now is the problem.
It depends on what neighborhood do you go to. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I wasn't there in the 60s. I would say if someone of color wrote this script, I don't know if they would have easily as forgiven that person. Well, I'll just put it like that.
There's a lot of N-word in the movie.
No, I'm just saying, I don't give a the N-word being, I'm saying written it to a way where the African-American character forgives the guy in like, an hour?
I mean, I grew up watching TV and like They used to say the N-word on the Jeffersons.
Oh, they did.
Yeah,
And all of the family.
And all of the family.
A lot.
And Good Times.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
So it was like something that was said like all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the way he says it is, it's not like he's just casually. He's saying it out of anger. Like he's saying it to like cut deep against this kid.
Yeah, I understand that, but it's like I think that it was more common to hear that than it is now. So it's like now it's like super taboo.
Yeah.
The taboo has like really gotten to the point where like, yeah, if you say that, it's a deal breaker. You can't even talk to someone if you say that.
Yeah.
But I think that it's more plausible than now.
Perhaps.
Maybe I've not even been plausible then, but it's probably more plausible then though.
Yeah.
I would say.
I just found that to be hilarious.
Yeah, that was crazy that she fucking took him back. I was like,
she seeks him out.
Yes, because her brother eventually her brother tells her the truth and she goes and apologizes. And I was like, oh, really? That other part didn't bother you at all? All right. I guess these two kids she was one of the great ones, I guess. Anyways, the end is crazy.
It's very forgiving.
Yes. Because, first of all, there's a moment after Sonny returns the car, Lorenzo is mad and grabs him because they have found a bomb.
No, you got it all screwed up.
No.
C returns the car. Sonny is mad.
Oh, sorry. Calogero returns the car, didn't get the date. Sonny's mad because they found a bomb under the hood and they're questioning him. And he goes, I know nothing about it. And Sonny believes him.
He believes him once he says that you're like a father to me.
Yes. He's like, why would I hurt you? You're like a father to me.
Right.
And he can look at him and tell him he's telling the truth. All right. So then Calogero walks off and his friends invite him into the car because their place got egged and they have Molotov cocktails and they are headed over to that other neighborhood, to the record store for retaliation. And the voiceover here is fantastic because he's thinking the same thing I am. How the fuck you have to get out of this car. How the fuck are you going to get out of this car? And he's like, I don't want to do this, but if I leave, I'll never hear the end of it. And just miraculously at a stoplight, fucking Sonny shows up outside, knocks on the window. Just go see. Come here. Let's go. Fucking saves his life. Pulls him out of the car. Why does he save his life? Because as they go do the drive-by with the Molotov cocktails, one of them doesn't burst, is picked up and thrown back at the car. And they all fucking burn and die and burn to death. And I was like, holy shit.
Horrific.
What a horrific way to die.
Burn alive.
He was just in that car. And they all fucking burned alive. I was like, like every time violence happens in this movie, you fucking feel it. You feel the rawness of it. So this is when Jane calls him and goes, I'm sorry, let's make up. And they kiss. And he's like, oh shit, my friends, let me try to stop them. He's too late. And the crisp fucking burned up bodies are now there. And now a reverse of what happened earlier. The people in that neighborhood are yelling at him, get the fuck out. You don't belong in this neighborhood. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, he skedaddles.
And now he gets that. So he's on his way to see Sonny because he needs to tell Sonny, A, the door test worked, and B, all my friends are fucking dead. This is big news.
Also, you saved my life.
Also, yeah, C, you saved my life. The door
it's
test
Calogero,
worked.
not C, Imran. Come on.
C, Calogero. Call me C. You call me C. So I guess it's Sonny's birthday. Crowded bar. He's making his way towards the bar to Sonny. Again, some great voiceover narration as he's like, I saw a sea of smiling faces except for one face that wasn't smiling. And you watch this guy, watch this guy walk up to the back of Sonny, pull out a gun and fucking shoot him in the head. Holy shit. Holy shit. Turns out this is the dude. This dude is the child of the guy he shot in the parking spot incident.
Yeah, it's true.
Cycle of violence. Not only that, this is the guy that planted the bomb in the car, which I didn't put together.
Yeah, that's true. But we got to forget about that. We forgot to bring that up about the bomb being in the car and him going up to Calogero and saying, "Why did you put the bomb in the car? Did you know about this?"
Oh no, we did that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Imran definitely narrated that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He wasn't listening.
Imran narrated the entire
I must
story.
have missed it. I must have been thinking about
so good.
something. But he like cries and stuff. Yeah, I remember. I didn't know you brought that up. Sorry.
Well, and then we cut to the funeral and you get and then Joe Pesci shows up. I was like, what? Holy shit. Fucking Joe Pesci.
Wait, baby. You're just glossing over this.
Yeah.
Open casket funeral for a guy that got shot in the head.
Oh, that's a good point. They just they have to fill it in and patch it up, I guess.
I'm pretty sure that guy's head is blown to pieces.
On the back of his head, right? He got shot in the
Maybe
back.
the bullet didn't go through.
I mean,
or
if
it
from
did.
that range, your head is exploded. Dude.
Yes, I mean, he had a revolver. But it's Sonny. People got to see. They got to pay their respects.
Open casket funeral for a guy that
that doesn't make sense.
But I also love there where Calogero is like, it all makes sense. Last Sonny told him no one cares. Like people paid their respect, but he's like, no one really cares. And then
they're all like talking to each other. It's like they're all
like nothing happened. Everything's gonna move on.
Right.
And he's like, no one really cares. That was the competing advice. His dad is like, nothing is worse than wasted talent. And Sonny's advice is, no one cares.
Right.
Really, when it comes down to it. Pesci is Carmine, the guy who was getting attacked in the parking spot incident that Sonny saved. And he's like, I'm kind of taking over.
I mean, that only really works because you know who Joe Pesci is. There's really like no reason for them to do a big reveal of this guy unless you know that Joe Pesci is just in gangster movies.
He's friends with De Niro. He's in all the gangster
movies. Otherwise,
movies.
just like, why is this a big deal that this guy showed up and it's this guy?
It's just Pesci. Yeah.
But that's where he learns, again, that's where he learns what he already kind of knew, which is it wasn't just over a parking spot.
Yeah, what does he say? Because he asked him again, was it really over a parking spot?
So he just says no.
Oh, he did just say no, didn't he? Yeah. There's more, always more. And then his dad shows up, and I love what Lorenzo says. Like, he goes like, he never really hated Sonny. He respected him, and he thanked him for saving his life.
He respected him, but he didn't like that he made his son grow up so fast.
Yeah.
Which is one of the themes, one of the reasons why he didn't round him around this kid.
So do we get the sense that, so they walk away and then like Calogero never becomes a gangster then, right? He's out of the life.
I think you'd hope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that is part of it, is that he learns like from these two men that like what the consequences of this life.
Well, the real story is that Charles Palminteri became an actor. So I guess he didn't become a gangster.
Dude, this movie, first of all, Roger Ebert gave it 4 out of 4 stars.
Before you get into Roger Ebert, all that fucking shit. What did we think of the main guy that plays Calogero? The kid and then the teenage version.
So
I think both of them are good.
Both of them are good. I thought the 9-year-old was really funny. Like his comedy was on point, and he made me laugh the most. Lilo Brancato does a great job considering they literally just found this dude on the street because he looked like a young De Niro and had a fun Italian accent, even though he's not really Italian. But I thought he shows up in The Sopranos later as one of the Bevilacquas. He's in Crimson Tide in a brief role. I thought both of the kids did a good job. What did you think, Anthony?
I thought the younger kid was really like, I like the scene when the younger kid is doing all the people standing up. What do you call that? Where he's trying to figure out, he's trying to see which one is the killer they're asking him.
Where he's doing the lineup bit.
The lineup, yeah. I literally like how he's just like, no. He like looks at it and is like, no.
What do you think, kid?
I thought the kid was funny as well. I did think Lilo Brancato at times you could see that he wasn't as polished.
Yeah.
Like you can see he's amongst like pretty good actors.
Yeah.
I think he holds his own for the most part. I think it kind of works because there is like since this is a coming of age movie, there is like a teenage innocence that he has that shines in his acting because maybe he's just so naive and
it's very real.
So it does kind of work
Yeah.
in the sense of what they're having him do. I liked him. I really liked him and the chemistry he had with the lady. What's her name in this movie?
Jane.
Jane. Yeah. I thought even though it's like very simple and it's just like they're staring at a lot. They're staring at each other.
It was very cute.
Yeah, I thought it was very cute.
Yeah. Yeah, I thouut it was very cute too. No, they did. I thought they both did a good job, and it's got to be intimidating just going up against De Niro.
Oh yeah,
in a fucking movie. But
whose movie is this?
Whose movie is this?
This is
Is it Sonny's? Is it Calogero's?
Although I would say Calogero, I mean, he's the narrator. He runs the movie.
Yeah.
I think for me, the main person is Sonny. Chaz.
Yeah.
Palminteri.
And then Lorenzo also a big role, even though he's not in it much. But
anyone want to speculate what happened to the mother after the kid died? After the kid's the childhood. She never shows up again.
Oh, when he's 17, they never talk to her. I wonder if
She never shows up again. Do you think here are the theories?
Yeah.
She's dead.
Oh.
She wasn't getting along with Robert De Niro's character and he kicked her out.
Yeah. Or she left.
Or she's just never home. Because there's plenty of scenes in the second half of the movie.
In the apartment.
She's not there.
Yeah, where did she go?
And it's they established within the first half of the movie that seems like a housewife.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. I didn't even notice that. Maybe she works for Sonny at the bar.
Maybe
now.
she had to work somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you don't see her.
I'm going with she's dead. Because I just don't understand why she's not in the rest of the movie.
She was taken out.
I never noticed that. That's crazy.
She's not there. Is it better to be loved or feared?
And she has like a part. I mean, in the first part of the movie, while she's not like a big part, she is like this part of the movie where she's always like, it's not so bad. Like maybe we should take the money.
She wants to keep the money. Yes.
Yeah, maybe we should
think about
it. You're just going to do the numbers. It's not that bad. You're just
going
to drive the numbers. Yeah. And then they like Robert De Niro's like, I'm not. She's not in the rest of the movie. He's like, you're out.
You know what else this movie reminds me of is a genre of films that we haven't yet dove into, but I would love to, and it's the great like urban hood gangster movies of the late 80s and early 90s.
So I wrote down on my notes.
Yeah, like
this movie also reminds me of Boys in the Hood.
Yes, Boys in the Hood, Juice, Menace to Society. We need to review these. I fucking love all those movies.
There's a synergy between those gangster movies from the Italian ones and then the black African American ones.
It's technically the same kind of story.
Well, I think that some of these movies influenced the gangsters on the West Coast.
Right.
Yes. Because then those movies are also about fathers trying to keep their sons out of gangs, trying to keep guns out of their hands, trying to keep drugs out of their hands.
Well, also like the never-ending cycle of violence.
Yes,
like
the retaliation.
And how innocent people gets caught up in the, you try to do the right thing, no pun intended.
Yep.
But you can't get out of this cycle, and it's like a never-ending thing.
You take out somebody comes, takes out that guy, somebody comes, takes out that guy.
But it's a cross between that because it also reminds me a lot of Stand By Me.
Yes.
The Sandlot. The Sandlot's very similar, has narration throughout.
Yes.
Those type of movies as well.
Yes. That's why I love this.
Goodfellas is like, I think this is like a Goodfellas type thing too, where Goodfellas is narrated too, and it gives you the ins and outs, and I feel like it's a baby Goodfellas as well.
But this doesn't glamorize the mob, right? That's what I kind of like. It shows you kind of the harsh reality. But to put a coming of age in a gangster movie, this is why it stuck out. Why I was like, this is special. This is different. More behind the scenes stuff. So Chaz Palminteri was working as a doorman, was broke, and got fired as a doorman when he wrote this play. The play starts attracting a lot of celebrities. They come to see it. He gets offered $1 million for someone to buy it. They want it. They want him to walk. He refuses to sell and walk away. He wants to be part of it because the studios wanted like Stallone or Travolta to play Sonny, right? De Niro comes, sees it one night. He loves it. He goes to talk to Chaz. He goes, I want to be in it. I want to direct it. And I want you to play Sonny. Nobody really believed in Chaz Palminteri to play Sonny because even when De Niro came on board, the studios were pushing Al Pacino, Joe Pesci to play Sonny. It's kind of crazy. Nobody thought Chaz could pull it off. And De Niro's like, no, this is his story. This is his story. He needs to be a part of it. So him, again, not playing a gangster is great. It's such a great choice. Studios wanted to cut the interracial romance. They fought to get that in. And Chaz brought the play back around in the early 2000s. And there's a musical now. Bronx Tale musical.
I think the initial play didn't have the romance, and then they put that in because Robert De Niro.
He's like, I saw this growing up. He was very familiar with the racial tension and the interracial relationships in his own neighborhood where he grew up in the Bronx, and he wanted to put that in. And I think I think it works. I think it's
good.
I think it adds a lot. To the movie.
Absolutely.
It adds an additional because otherwise the movie leans more into this like gangster type, but by adding in that romance, it makes it more of this like coming of age.
Yeah, teenage.
You get all the different things, right? You get growing up, you get your relationship with your dad, you get a relationship with a girl, like all those things that are the notes that you would hit into like a lot of coming of age movies.
So good. I love it. I love that. I love that he's got two father figures and all this, and he's got to decide which way to go. And fuck, it's a good movie.
I loved Chaz Palminteri in this movie. I thought he was really good.
He did great. He deserves more stuff. I mean,
He's been in a lot of stuff. What are you talking about?
After this, I guess he was struggling for a while. What is another Chaz Palminteri? What did he do? What was the?
He's in The Usual Suspects.
Oh, right. He goes on to do Usual Suspects.
Analyze that, right?
Analyze This. He's in a shit ton of movies, but Analyze This.
Analyze This. Yeah.
I gotta just while we're on the topic of Analyze This, my favorite part of Analyze This, one of the favorite things, he plays the bad guy, Primo Sedone, and he's the gangster, obviously. And they tell him that like we're gonna get closure like on this or something. That's what Robert De Niro's question says. So I get closure.
Yeah.
And Primo, played by Chaz Palminteri, goes, get a dictionary. Find out what this closure thing is. If that's what he's going to hit us with, I want to be ready.
He thinks it's a fucking weapon. You know what? Put him in the fucking bathroom. In a fucking bathroom. I love that. I'm going to say that now. Put him in the fucking bathroom.
Analyze This is one of my favorite movies ever.
Oh, that's a fun movie, too.
It's a great movie. It takes the whole gangster genre and just flips it on its head.
I feel like the Grillo meter is going to be hard for this one. There's so many roles. Frank could
man.
in this movie.
The Grillo meter.
He could be Sonny. He could be Lorenzo.
Yeah, Ruggs, what do you have Grillo in?
I would put him as Lorenzo.
As Lorenzo, the father.
He could do that. Sure.
I would love to see him as one of the Italian mobsters.
Let's wait, Frank Grillo. Let's think about this real quick.
Yeah.
Because I want to make sure we're utilizing Frank Grillo accurately. Frank Grillo at this movie, he would be around 28.
Okay.
So think about a 28-year-old Frank Grillo.
Okay.
Now, do you still think he should be the father?
Oh no,
no.
Because that's where you're getting 28-year-old Frank Grillo.
He could be Tony Toupee or Frankie Coffee Cake.
He could be Coffee Cake.
He could be Coffee Cake.
I initially thought Coffee Cake.
Oh really? Yes.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't have a good role in that movie, but
no, you'd make the role bigger if you.
What if you know how Sonny's got the guy? He's kind of a fat dude, but he's like his right hand man.
Yeah, Jojo the whale.
No, not Jojo.
Not Jojo.
The other guy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's like a guy who's like he's in like a red suit at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
He's the guy who goes on the bus.
Oh, that guy. Yeah. Yes.
You want him to be that guy?
Yeah, he's that guy.
He could be that guy.
I got another candidate. Very small role.
Yeah.
But would fit Frank Grillo. He's the guy that kills Sonny.
Oh shit, that would work too.
You're like, oh my god, that's fucking Frank Grillo. That's
this cameo. Just came in and shot him. Maybe he beats him up first and then shoots him. No lines. No, you don't need lines for Frank Grillo.
A young 28-year-old.
Yeah, 28-year-old
Frank Grillo.
Just showing up and fucking wrecking shit.
If there's any movie, like he's New York, Italian.
Yeah, this is perfect. This is a perfect movie for him. He would be great in this movie. Okay, Anthony, wrap it up. Final thoughts. Give me a score.
I really, really enjoyed this movie. There's right away it hooked me, and I barely paused the movie other than to maybe take like one piss break.
Nice.
I did watch it on AMC off Amazon Prime, so they did edit out all the swearing.
Oh, really?
That took out. Yeah, it took out. They just it would just go blank, like the sound would be gone every time they swore.
What about the N-word? Did they blank that?
Yep, they blanked that out too.
Okay, interesting.
So that like kind of just took away a little from the film, but overall, I thought it was a fantastic movie. Very pleasantly surprised. Wasn't what I expected going into it, and I do have some gripes. Right, I think it is very written very, very conveniently.
Sure,
like everything ties together.
Yeah,
which is it can be a little bit lazy, but I had such a great time with it that I'm willing to overlook it. I love coming of age movies. I do enjoy gangster movies every time I do get a chance to watch them. This is going to be a 9 out of 10 for me.
Oh, shit. Nice. Oh, shit.
I fucking loved it. Very impressive debut for Robert De Niro doing his best Martin Scorsese impression.
Right? Isn't that crazy? And I think
Martin Scorsese, Spike Lee impression.
He did actually reach out to Scorsese while making this because I think he was like really nervous and wasn't sure and just needed some reassurance. What is the other movie? So he directed this in 1993.
He directed a movie about the CIA with Matt Damon and Angelina Jolie.
The Good Shepherd in 2006 is the only. I'm so crazy that he's only directed 2 movies. Is that
this is the better one?
This is the better one because I thought I was really impressed. I thought he did a really good job
because I saw the other one and I don't remember it at all.
Okay. Anthony, you said 9, right?
9.
Rugs, what are you giving it, Rugs?
Oh, let me just say about this movie. I, being a New Yorker and a person who lived it and been around these neighborhoods and seen this stuff happen, it is very, very close to real in its feeling. If you want to get the gist of it, you want to feel like you know it a little bit. This movie captures it very well. It takes you on a tour of New York. You get to see City Island. You get to do this and do that. So it's a very big slice of life of New York, and I think it turned out really well, and it's very memorable. And I don't think you can watch it and say it's a bad movie. I think it's great. It's a 9 for me.
Wow.
Yeah, I think something you said, the only nitpick I really have is like it's a little bit like cliched and stereotypical and tropey, right? Whatever. But I also really enjoyed this. I was so surprised that I never saw it. The fucking throw in the bathroom is the best fucking scene. But it's in conversation with the great mob movies out there. Absolutely. Absolutely. I will also give it a 9 out of 10. And I mean, it's up
triple
there.
9s. That's never happened.
It's up there with The Godfather, Goodfellas, fucking all that shit.
Goodfellas is a little bit better, but
yes,
it's up there with
this
The
is really
Godfather.
good.
I've never even seen The Godfather, but to say that,
it's in.
really
It would be
that.
like, I think it's like number 3 or 4.
No,
of like
I
best
wouldn't
monster
say
movies.
it's that far off because
It's close.
I mean, The Godfather is an epic. It's 3 hours
Yeah.
long, and there's 2 parts to it, and then it's really a 6-hour movie. There's no way that this could actually be
right.
But in its own way, it does do what it's doing about as well as The Godfather does.
Yeah.
So
Great pick, Ralph Bravo. Thank you for your patronage and your movie pick, because I fucking love this movie. So good. So good. All right, let's finish up with some what are we watching? Where do we want to start? The Boys. Where are we with The Boys?
I didn't finish The Boys this episode. I got 20
I
more
watched
minutes
all
left.
of it. I watched all of it.
Of episode 3, 20 minutes left, you said?
Yes,
Anthony?
that's
And
correct.
Ruggs, you watched all of it?
I did not see the new episode of Born Again.
What do you got? What stuck
we
out?
talking
What do you
about
want to talk
The
about? You didn't see you didn't want to talk about
Wait,
The Boys?
what are
you
we
didn't-
talking about? He just
Well, I
brought up
don't wanna ruin
Daredevil.
it. I did because I thought we weren't going to talk about it because you didn't see it. So
That's fine. We can. Did everybody watch the Daredevils? No.
I did not.
Wait, before you do that, you can give. Did you like The Boys episode 3? Yes or no? Just answer that, and then we can move on to Daredevil, and we'll do the same thing.
I liked all the episodes of The Boys. I think they're all been good. I liked where they're going with it, the virus, and
Yes. Ryan coming back into the picture, I thought was very interesting. How he's
Right.
being used. That was fucking crazy.
you got some surprises in the last episode. The story moves forward. That's the good thing about this. They're not really dragging things along at this
No,
point. Like everything's been moving pretty quickly, and I
Yes.
appreciate that they're not
Yes.
like dragging their feet.
Yeah, I feel like they're taking advantage of this last season and they're just going
Like,
full
If
out.
it's not going to be great, at least make it easy to watch and move the story along.
Right.
That's all I ask.
So I liked it. I thought it was very good. And yeah, like you said, it's fucking, they're moving along. It's some crazy shit happens. The Madeline thing is also crazy in this episode.
I'll just say that I do enjoy I haven't finished the episode like I mentioned, but I do enjoy just Homelander's his psychosis just going completely.
Okay, so you saw that
Wait,
part.
what are you doing?
You just saw that part with the Madeline thing, right? Did you
Oh
get that
yeah,
far?
he just like and he's bathing in milk.
Yes, and he thinks he's Jesus now, or she tells him that he's bigger than Jesus.
Right.
The Boys, several times, somehow, they write stuff, ahead of time, trying to shock us, going, there's no way this shit would actually happen. And I can count 3 or 4 times now, the shit actually happens in real life before it comes out on the episode. The Jesus thing being one of them. Didn't he just post a thing where he's like, I'm a doctor, but he looks like Jesus healing this dude? And then this episode comes out. And they wrote this shit before that. Same thing. Remember the assassination? They had to change the fucking title of the episode. They had written in an assassination and it's kind of wild how they, like The Simpsons.
Maybe they have the same writers.
Yes, as The Simpsons, who are predicting things. Like, it's crazy.
I think that Trump has the same writers. What do I do next?
Maybe
do the
Trump is
same
getting
thing.
advanced copies of The Boys, and he's like, I'm gonna do. But the problem is, I feel bad for the writers, because instead of shocking us, we're just like, oh yeah, that just happened like 2 weeks ago. So yeah, you can't catch a break.
No,
it's insane, because real life is just as insane. Okay, what about Daredevil? The fuck is happening?
I didn't watch the last episode. I watched the last was the boxing match. It's the last episode I saw.
Right, they're on the 5th episode.
I did watch Daredevil, and I will say I've done a 180. I think I'm liking it now.
It does get like slightly better as the shows go on. The last episode was kind of crazy.
Yeah,
you like the flashbacks and all that?
I did. I actually really liked it. I liked the themes, and what I liked about it is like it goes into what motivates each character and why they are who they are, and what motivates them, but also like their psychosis for why that motivates them,
right?
And it breaks down the core of why these guys are in conflict.
Just the complexity of Matt saving Bullseye.
Wow,
you're just gonna. The guy hasn't watched it, and you're just gonna go right into
no. Matt saves Bullseye in the boxing match, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But like the discussion they have about it, why, is kind of interesting,
right?
And the two sides are interesting. So yeah, that did happen in that episode before. All right. Anyways, Monarch has 2 episodes left. They're on
episode 8. Seen an episode. Go ahead,
Anthony. You got 2 weeks to catch up.
How long are the episodes?
They're like 40 minutes.
Oh fuck.
Yes, it's gonna be 10 episodes. So you got 2 weeks and there was some huge kaiju battle at the end of this one. It was kind of fun. He finally shows up. The guy.
Yeah, I don't remember the kaiju battle being that great, but like,
I mean, it was something.
Yeah, it's something. There is some reveals. You do find out some stuff.
Yes,
that's kind of cute. But like, it's a convenient show.
Chugging along.
They like Godzilla appears when they need him to appear now.
Yeah, he finally shows up,
and hopefully he's not just done and he goes away. I think there's more to it. Hopefully,
yeah.
But it's fine. The show is not great, but it's fine. It's fine. It's doing fine.
It's a slight improvement over last season. I'll give it that much.
It's not great. It's not even really good. It's just all right.
It's just all right. Okay, that brings us to the penultimate episode of Invincible season 4. Hold on. Holy shit. Listen, from episode 5 on, this show has just been fucking getting better and better. And each episode's been getting crazy.
Yeah, well, not only that, but they keep upping the stakes. Like, the power sets are just getting more incredible.
I had no idea Thrag was this much of a fucking badass.
I'm like, how the fuck are they? I mean, because when you do have somebody that's OP, like Invincible and
or Conquest.
Yeah. I mean, you're like, okay, how much more fucking crazy can they get? And then they're like, oh, by the way, we got something in store for you about how badass this guy is.
Holy shit.
So,
that was a wild episode, the battle. Anthony, thoughts on the penultimate?
Yeah, it was a great episode. I mean, you're absolutely right. Ever since they've gotten to this battle point, it's been great. It's been good. I mean, Ruggs mentioned it too. They continue to up the stakes. You're at a point now where it's like, how can they win? And it was, I mean, a lot of shit ton of fighting. Thrag is just a boss.
Oh my god.
I mean, I love that. I love the little psychology of it. Like Thrag completely just disrespects Oliver.
Yeah,
like doesn't think he's worthy of being a Viltrumite, so this dismembers him right away.
Yes,
but Thrag knows that
Nolan and Mark.
Well, Mark has killed Conquest, so he's like, I want to see what this guy's got.
Yeah,
and he literally like lets him punch him in the head. He's like, let me see it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then you just see like how badass he is, and
doesn't even flinch at all.
I mean, just the whole battle, and then I mean the destroying the planet, and what's his name getting decapitated.
That was wild.
Thaddeus, and then you just end it with the fact that like, oh my god, Earth's in trouble. Like, holy shit, these fucking Viltrumites with Thrag have gone to Earth, and like how is Mark and the team going to stop him? Like that
was crazy.
And I haven't read the comic, so I'm very intrigued to understand what's going to happen next. But I mean, that was just an awesome episode, and Thrag is I mean, he's just uber level powerful.
Yo, he one punches Nolan right to the surface of the planet. Just one
and
punch.
he uppercuts him back into the,
Yeah.
in the
And then,
stratosphere.
then he punches him back up. I love that he looks like a Jack Freddie Mercury from Queen. It's hilarious.
I do have a nitpick. Though.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
So
You wouldn't be Rugbo without it.
So when they show Thrag basically telling the Viltrumites to start rooting out like traitors,
The
among
Purge.
them,
We see like the Purge or whatever it
like
was.
they're literally ripping each other apart, no problem.
That- yeah.
Like
But
they're
they're
just grabbing each other
Viltrumites.
and snapping each other in half.
Because they're all super
And
strong.
now when they're fighting each other up in space, like there's none of that happening.
Why
They're
don't
like,
they just rip them
Well,
apart?
Yeah.
My argument there would be that was done to purge out the weak Viltrumites.
Yeah.
So everyone that got ripped in half were weaker.
Oh. Dude, that whole sequence
But I will
was-
say that one inconsistency for me is we see Viltrumites get like ripped apart and stuff and disemboweled, and yet we've seen now two or three times these Viltrumites, Nolan, Mark, even Oliver, get like ripped apart
Yep.
and then they like get put back together.
Yeah, I thought all three of those fuckers were dead at the end of this one.
Well, he
maybe-
purposely doesn't kill Mark.
What was it?
Yes.
How bad was the guy that came back? What's his name?
Alan?
Conquest.
Oh,
Like,
Conquest.
when how badly did Invincible beat him?
He
the
bashed
first
his
time?
head in.
The first time
He bashed his head in, remember?
Oh yeah, he broke his arm and then bashes his head in. Yes, he like almost disfigures him. He can't tell. He
And I
keeps-
thought one of the ways to kill a Viltrumite was to basically take their head off.
you got to remove their head, man. Yeah.
So
Like
it's just a little
Highlander.
interesting how they do that. But I have other than that, I don't really have any qualms with the show. I think it's
No, it was
good.
badass. I really, really enjoyed it. I was like, wow. I was like in my fucking chair just going, wow.
And when they're taking the planet apart, I mean, that was fucking insane. They just chasing that gun. The Infinity Gun is wild.
It just keeps going throughout
Yes,
the whole
does it
universe.
ever stop? Does it kill other people?
I know. Is it just like that ray is just shooting through the universe?
Yeah, forever. Like, does it just keep going? They follow the thing through the planet because he's like, we can take their planet out.
Yeah, just don't shoot it in the direction of Earth, or the sun. Like,
And then, yes, the realization they can't find them, and they're like, shit, they went to Earth. I was like, fuck. Why didn't the Viltrumites just fuck each other instead of going to other planets to reproduce? There's only 50 of them. I don't understand also.
Well, they didn't. I don't think they wanted to.
Don't they want pure
taint the bloodline? I don't think they wanted to have. I think that might have been like the incest would have fucked everything up.
Oh, I would thought purebred Viltrumites would be stronger.
They're not Targaryens.
They're
man.
not Targaryens. They're not fucking Lannisters, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyways, that one more left. So next week we will have.
Did you feel like that Nolan was going to turn at some point?
Back evil?
Yeah, because
No.
I was like, all right, he sees that the guy that's the betrayer
Yeah.
is a little bit more is a little crazy too.
Yes.
And then Thrag gave him an offer.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, and I didn't know where it was going with that.
Oh.
So I was like, maybe he was going to give him the betrayer and try and work out a deal.
Well, Thaddeus is the one who killed the Algrim, right? The actual.
And he made the virus.
And he made the virus.
Scourge virus.
That's right. Oh, you got this virus, and then the boys has a virus too. Very similar.
Yeah. Woo.
Interesting. You
Lots
got
of viruses.
Lots of
Lots
viruses.
of viruses. That's how you take them out, though.
Anthony, you watch anything else this week?
No.
Ruggs, what you got? You sent in some shit.
I watched so many things, and I can't even talk about all of them. But I will talk about. I watched the first 4 episodes of Maul.
Oh, I watched that too. What'd you think?
I thought it was good.
It's not bad. It's the fighting scenes are very good.
I thought it was very good. I thought it was it's like a little movie happening.
Yeah, it's a cool little Maul story.
Could it be more interesting? Yes, but I think for what it is, it's very well done and it's very epic and the art direction is great.
Yeah.
So I'm down for that. So if you haven't checked that out, I would probably check that out.
Yeah, it's good
You're
Star
a
Wars.
Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
And then I watched Can't Buy Me Love.
Why?
I went for a walk and I was listening to Rewatchables and they were talking about a bunch of 80s romance movies because they were doing Just One of the Guys.
Okay.
And I fucking love that movie.
Yeah.
And
Never heard
so
of
they
it.
were talking
What's that one?
Oh, you never heard about that one? Oh, it's good. It's amazing.
I haven't heard of either movie you just mentioned.
So just one of the guys is about a girl who pretends to be a guy.
1985
to write a story.
William Zabka's in it.
William Zabka plays a guy. I think I did a review of it, like when I watched it a few months ago.
Yeah,
okay.
And I always watch it every once in a while. Anyway, Can't Buy Me Love is starring Patrick Dempsey, and he's like a nerd who mows lawns. And one of the girls that he mows the lawn for, he's obsessed with. She's like the hottest girl in school. And so he's made all this money for mowing lawns, and he wants to buy himself a telescope. And he goes to the mall to buy the telescope, and he sees the girl there. She has an issue because she wore her mom's really expensive dress and she ruined it, and she has to get a replacement. So he decides, hey, listen, I'll help you out. I'll buy this dress, but you have to pretend to like me for like a month, like so I can get popular. And so she does it, and she gives him a makeover.
So you can buy love.
She walks around with him in the school, and then he becomes popular. But I don't want to give the rest of the movie away, but things get complicated.
It's a fun 80s
it's all right. It's not bad. It's not bad. There's a lot of hot chicks. There's a couple of gratuitous locker room scenes where the girls are in like scantily clad clothing.
Amanda Peterson is the girl, but she stopped acting in 94.
Yeah, she doesn't really act anymore.
Yeah.
But I was like, I haven't thrown that one on in a while, so I threw that one on, and I was like, all right, it's all right.
They tried to make Pat Dempsey like a teen star, but
he was in a couple of movies.
Yeah.
He was in another one where he's a pizza delivery. I think it's called Loverboy.
Yeah,
he's a pizza delivery guy, and then old ladies wanted to sleep with him, like cougars.
Yeah,
that's a great one.
Yeah,
but I think just one of the guys is much better. Much more
really?
fun.
Okay,
yeah.
interesting. Okay,
yeah, you haven't seen that one. You got to see that.
Yeah,
one. But I'm planning on trying to see some 80s high school movies because I think the rewatchables got me all pumped for it. So I want to watch. And
I like that you're listening to the rewatchables. That's fun too.
I do listen to it every once in a while when they have a movie that like I like. I'll listen to it. They do a lot of movies. I like.
Well, Bill Simmons is like around your guys' age.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
So he remembers the 80s like I remember them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you got to check those out. And listen, I know we have a lot of hot girls today, but they don't use them like they use them they used to use them.
Right.
Like you got Sydney Sweeney doing it. Like she's holding it up for everybody right now. But like,
Sydney Sweeney, Euphoria season 3, episode 2. That's all I'm gonna say.
But they don't really make movies like they used to.
Again, she shows
where. Yeah, there's I know that she does, but I don't watch that fucking show.
The new Euphoria season is wild. It's fun.
But
anyways, what else did you watch?
Yeah, I'll watch more. Now, I watched a movie that I thought was going to be good, and it was just okay. Crime 101 on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, it's really
long.
Yeah, how is it good?
I feel like it began really good, and it just kind of petered out at the end. Like the ending didn't really culminate into a great, satisfying ending. There is a romance in this movie that they should just take out of the movie because it doesn't serve any purpose. And I'll tell you this, like Chris Hemsworth is a charming dude. He's got charisma.
Yeah.
But he plays this character like a piece of wood. He doesn't talk. He doesn't have any smiles. He doesn't smile and try and charm this girl. You got, I forgot her name is Monica Barbaro, I think.
Yeah.
She's in there, and she's even pointing out how he's like he's got not giving her any information or anything to work with. So it makes for like a boring part of the movie, and you got to just cut it. It doesn't add to the story, doesn't make it better. So I'll give you the boilerplate elevator pitch is Chris Hemsworth is a thief. He robs people, but he never kills anyone. He's kind of like got this pattern that he uses this one highway, and Mark Ruffalo is the detective. He's kind of figured out his pattern, and he's going to capture him. And so now he knows that the heat's on him, and he's going to do one last job. And so he tries to recruit Halle Berry, who is a person on the inside, to try and help him with this last robbery, give him some information, and things get complicated. And that's all I'll say about it. I don't want to give away too much. But it starts out really good, and then it just kind of.
It's 2 hours and 20 minutes long. It seems like it's too long.
They should cut 20 minutes out of it, and I guess make a better ending. I think.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about checking this movie out, and I did not.
Well, the thing about this story, it's 3 different stories. It's Halle Berry's story. It's Mark Ruffalo's story.
Okay.
Who's the cop, and then it's his story.
Hemsworth story.
So they're all intertwined, and it could have been much better.
Sounds like Hemsworth miscast a little bit.
No, I just think that they didn't use him.
Oh, okay.
If they would have used him properly, and he was a charming dude, because
he is.
If you're a thief, doesn't mean that you have to be this this strong silent type, like you're fucking Jack Reacher or something. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think it was actually supposed to be like a offshoot of the Thomas Crown affair, which we brought up earlier.
Yeah.
And they actually mentioned that in this movie. But
oh, interesting.
But there's no affair. The affair is still in this movie. I watched that. What did you watch?
I didn't watch that. Instead, I watched that new Amazon comedy, Balls Up.
I almost put that on.
Came out.
Oh my God.
This one. So look, the cast and the talent is interesting. It's written by Paul Wernick, Rhett Reese, who wrote the Deadpools, directed by Peter Farrelly of the Farrelly brothers, who've done great movies, and starring Mark Wahlberg and Paul Walter Hauser and Sacha Baron Cohen and Benjamin Bratt. But I love Paul Walter Hauser. The movie is about this condom company. Paul Walter Hauser is the designer. Mark Wahlberg's the salesman, and Paul Walter Hauser's character invents a condom that also covers your testicles, because I guess that's a problem that people are having. So he's got this condom. It wraps all the way around your balls. Mark Wahlberg calls it Balls Up. They managed to sell it to the country of Brazil and be the sponsor of the World Cup. But then they party too hard. Shit goes wrong. They get fired. But they still get the tickets to the World Cup, and they go. And an incident happens, and they cause Brazil to not win, and they're being chased. And the movie's terrible. It's not good. It's ridiculous. Paul Walter Hauser is okay, but it is, because it's Peter Farrelly and these guys, it reminds me of like some Jim Carrey movies, or your
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, well, like your Farrelly brother movies a little bit. Here, I'm going to spoil one thing. This is how you know what kind of movie this is. It is explained earlier in the movie that if you're on the river, in this one river, you do not pee into the river, because there is a breed of fish that will flow up the stream of urine and go inside your pee-pee hole. Guess what happens to Mark Wahlberg? In the middle of the night, he is peeing. They're running. They're on this raft. You see this little fish go up the stream, and it goes in his dick hole. And Paul Walter Hauser has to pull it out. But it's so slippery, he has to use his teeth to pull the fish out of his dick hole. That's the kind of movie this is.
Okay.
That pretty much tells you everything you need to know. Yes. It's silly and stupid and raunchy. And it's not good, but it was a fun little watch. It's only an hour 44. It is fucking stupid. But that's new on Amazon. And then for 420, to celebrate the holiday today, I checked out Cheech and Chong's last movie that's just released on Paramount Plus. Came out in 2024. And this is a really fun, like, retrospective documentary and like Cheech and Chong movie all in one. And they show you their whole career, their lives before they met, how they met each other, into meeting Lou Adler, into recording comedy albums, becoming rock stars, making movies, how the relationship was. It was really good. I did not know a couple of these things about Cheech and Chong, and how they came up with their name, and how they had to figure out how to sound funny on an album, how they came up with the Dave sketch. You know, that one, Dave's not here, man. It's so great. It was really good. And then the whole time they're like driving in a car as themselves, present day, somewhere people pop in and out of the car. But fantastic documentary retrospective on the Cheech and Chong, who were they were huge from like 1971 to 1976. They were fucking rock stars.
Yeah, I know.
It's just crazy to think of. Just
we used to watch all the Cheech and Chong movies when we were like teenagers.
Yeah, Chong was always the director. The movies are fun and silly. So if you like Cheech and Chong, you want to learn about them. I learned a lot. It was very educational.
I just remember there's boobs in those movies. Huh?
There's always boobs in those movies, yes. I mean, they hang out at the Playboy Mansion. Lots of great old interviews with them just being silly. It's very good. It's very good. I did not know, like, Cheech wanted to be a pottery initially, and Chong was like in a blues band. And they end up together.
Yeah, man, I might watch that.
It's very good. It was so good. So good. Anyways, next week, like I mentioned, Invincible finale, season 4 review, and Michael is finally here. Michael Jackson.
Get your tickets now, motherfuckers.
Watch it.
How good do you? What do you think this movie, as far as what's it going to do?
The projections have kind of come down. Opening weekend projections are putting this around 60 to 75 million. Some places putting it as high as 80 to 90 million. Now, if it hits anywhere in that range, it will be the biggest opening for a musical biopic, surpassing Bohemian Rhapsody that made 51 million. Straight Outta Compton made 60 million. I think if Bohemian Rhapsody opens to 51 million, I feel like this thing should hit fucking 90 million.
I think Michael Jackson is going, just Michael Jackson, it crosses over so many boundaries.
Yes.
Like, I don't think you're going to get the urban market with with Freddie Mercury.
Right.
You're not, but you're going to get the urban market and everybody else with Michael Jackson. I think this is a slam dunk.
I mean, I could see it hitting 100 million maybe.
Is it going to be any good, Imran? Well, Imran's a bad person to ask. He's going to like it regardless.
People have seen it, and there's been some early reactions calling Jafar Jackson, especially. It seems across the board, Jafar Jackson's performance and his Michael is amazing.
It's got a 3.6 on Letterboxd right now.
Some people, I feel like we're going to get a standard biopic movie. And this is a story that I've seen before. So I feel like it goes up to bad in his career. But
bad or thriller? I thought it was going up to thriller. Maybe
some places said it goes up to bad. And I thought thriller, but then people are saying bad. But I've watched the miniseries, which is essentially the same story. His rise from when he was a kid to breaking out, doing his own thing. So it'll be interesting to see if there's anything different, anything new. I don't know.
As long as this movie, because this movie's had a lot of trouble.
Yes.
They had to redo the entire third act.
Yes.
They might now have to do a second movie. I think they wanted to touch on like the controversy, and they realized they couldn't.
Yeah, it's too much for it to shove into the end of this.
It's not
movie.
that it's too much. It's late. I don't think legally they could
or
do
that.
it.
That also.
So there's a lot of, and there's a lot of people ready to jump down this movie's throat and say it sucks.
Right.
I think if this movie, if there's just great performance, like great songs, and it ends with like thriller, like there's no way this movie doesn't do very well.
I mean,
but I also think it could be. Like, I can think two things can be true. I think it could do really well, and also not a lot, and people think it's not great. Like it could be a very polarizing movie.
It could be. It depends.
It's already polarizing.
Yeah. So it's really going to depend on how safe and sanitized they've played it to either make it more appealing to mass audiences.
Well, they can't. I don't think they can talk about all the stuff. So if they can't do that, there's already going to be a segment of people, including me, that's going to be like, you completely glossed over.
Well, but what you do is you stop before those allegations started. So
what I'm getting at though is I don't think they can ever talk about that stuff in the movie. Like it's illegal.
It was just that one. It was the one guy that was in his thing that you can't use my thing. First of all, I think they're going to make a second movie. I think you just call it Jackson. I think that'd be clever. Michael and Jackson. But
who thought of that? Did you think of that? You read that somewhere.
I saw that somewhere. You're right though. People are going to go in looking to hate it or go in looking to love it.
It's going to get a lot of views, and people will. The reaction online will be very, very polarizing.
I think it's going to be a big fucking opening, though, and it's on your list. So
I hope it does really well.
You need it to do big because this is the big opening move, one of the movies on your draft list. But I can't wait to watch it. I'm excited. All right, that's it for this week. Ruggs, where can the listener find you?
You can find me on X.
On ecstasy? You're doing Molly now?
Yeah, I'll be raving on X.
Rolling.
Jesus. And you can find me at Rug Boy Show.
On X.com, formerly Twitter. Anthony, where are you going to be this week?
Oh, can I say something to the viewers?
Yes.
The listeners?
Yes.
Go to our YouTube page and subscribe to it.
Yes.
Just do
it. You don't have to follow. Just
you
click
don't
a
have to
button.
follow it. Just do it.
You may listen to the show somewhere else. That's fine. You have a YouTube account. Just click the subscribe button. That's all. And then you can see the Rug Boy shorts. We got Rug Boy shorts.
You can see my shorts. You can see my underwear. You can see it all.
Anthony, where are you going to be this week?
I'm going to watch Michael.
At the Alamo? It's playing at the Alamo?
Yeah.
Remember, you got to take your phone out if you want popcorn. That's how they do it now. All right. In the meantime, listener, check out our website, jockandnerd.com, for all the links on how to get in touch, how to support, share the show with a friend. We appreciate it. Thank you for listening to the Jock and Nerd Podcast. My name is Imran.
My name's Anthony.
He's the Jock.
He's the nerd.
We'll peep you next time.
I offered you a chance to be a cop, and you blew it! Somebody touch my spaghetti!
Is that racist?
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
That's racist. Jock and Nerd.
It's all racist.